Welcome, everybody, to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And as you can see, we have our good buddy Ben back this week to continue our campaign, Heroes of Absalom.
Yay!
I just wanted to give a quick shout out. It is, in fact, Mother's Day. So, Mom, if you're watching, happy Mother's Day. To all the other mothers who may be watching, happy Mother's Day. We appreciate you and the things that you do for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And to all our mom friends, happy Mother's Day.
It's true, too.
Also.
Moms are cool.
Moms are great.
I'm pretty in favor of moms. Pro mom.
Pro mom.
It's a hot take, but
It's a pro mom stream these days. We decided we weren't going to get too political pretty early on, but I think pro mom is a neutral stance we can take here.
Yes, we are pro mothers.
Pro moms.
Stream. Confirmed. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Anyone?
Excited to play.
Excellent. Yeah.
Really
Very excited to play. Yeah.
As much as I did love playing Assassins, and I can't wait to play Assassins next week again. We'll be finishing that Mark of the Mantis quote one shot because
We're
Ben
kicking
is
Ben out again. He's out of the stream again.
suffering from a conflict of priorities. But this week we are going to jump back into Heroes of Absalom, where we fight things that are terrible and undead and ghastly in nature.
Boy.
I had a
But
question.
nothing to worry about.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Fine. It's fine.
I did we left off the last time we were in Heroes of Absalom. We left off with you all being in a treasure room of sorts, some type of vault or something. And I was asked a very specific question that I did not have the answer to off the top of my head, but I have the answer to now. But I want to do a little recap to get our heads back in order and back on the same wavelength. You all are in the Prospecti Catacombs, a long forgotten Eridanite catacombs beneath the Ascendant Court of Absalom. You've come down here to hunt down a skin saw cult dedicated to the skin saw aspect of the god Norgorber, a cult who distinctly likes murdering people violently. So, not much else that really you need to compel you to go take these guys out. But there are a couple of other things that you've been asked to do down here. You've been asked by Captain Runewolf of the Grey Cloaks to go in and find some of his guard who have gotten lost down here. You've found a couple now, signs that they might still be around here somewhere. Furthermore, there is a Dullahan that you all defeated last time. A Dullahan Freferith, and his great steed Pelora, who you all banished, you believe temporarily, but for now. So that is something that you probably want to solve because he will be back.
Rather not deal with that again. Yeah.
You also have found a fountain dedicated to an elven girl named Delia, who seems to be trapped here because of some kind of vandalism of the statue itself. And you all find yourselves, as I mentioned, after defeating Freferith, which was the bulk of our episode last time due to the nature of that combat, you find yourselves in a kind of vault. But before I answer the very pressing question that I know Basser has for me about magical items.
Yeah.
Xavier
Another
Forsyth.
rewind.
You have been
what?
floating for so long. No sense of time, no sense of form, just vaguely aware of the soft rocking and lulling of your consciousness floating. You drift. And then you stop. For the first time in a long time, your faculties begin to return to you. The first sensation that you feel is that of being lifted up, not of your own volition, but by some great presence that draws your drowsy being towards it, as it whispers your name, Xavier. You feel a rush as centuries worth of memories flood back into you with a snap. Your being rocks with the sudden expansion of your senses, and the blurry impressions of the creature that drew you in begins to clarify as she continues. You've found your way back to me once again, Xavier. I told you it would come to this, though I am sorry that your death was so violent. Though I was charged with retrieving your soul, I wished not to cause you such trauma. But nevertheless, your soul has completed another cycle, and now you belong to me. She stands from where she was kneeling next to your amorphous consciousness, stretching out her long silken wings behind her. She retreats to sit upon a throne of bone that rises out of the darkness before you. And now seated, you see the mask of webbing draped across the top 2/3 of her face. Now, the Grey Lady has given me sole discretion over your sentencing. And I have a great need for your soul's innate inquisitiveness. With a beckoning motion of her finger, you are drawn once more towards her, your consciousness floating to and settling in her hand. She then rests her other hand over you, cupping you before her, as she begins to whisper strange words, and a new physical form begins to grow around your mind. You feel wings emerge. Talons elongate. A black plumage engulfs your form, and in seconds, a corvid body sinks with your consciousness. One last touch, she says, as she pulls from her robes a small, dark leather plague mask that she fits over your beak and eyes. The material plane needs a bit of assistance. And while I cannot intervene directly, I need you to go collect a few things for me. You hear the toll of a bell, one distinct chime, as she releases you from her grasp.
Does Dr. Forsyth have any agency over his body yet, or is it all... No. Like, is he sort of all controlled right now?
It's just too much. Your senses are still trying to grasp what is happening to you.
He can't even, like, speak? Nothing?
You wouldn't even know how to at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just, like, looking up with this sort of, like, rage almost at her.
Upon hearing the bell, she looks down at you again. That is for you, she says, smiling. Good luck, my wayward Xavier, and fly true. In an instant, you are wrenched across the plains and arrive in a dark room. The smell of produce and breads fills the room, with naught but a few flickering candles that encircle you. You blink a few times, and behind the dark glass of the mask, you see a boy kneeling over a book,
No way.
and he looks up, and you see Eunice staring at you in wonder.
My boy.
So you find yourselves in the Prospective Catacombs.
What's that? Hold on.
Wait.
What?
Did I like time travel? Who are these Xavier Forsythe and Eunice characters? They're like, wasn't that like 2 years ago? Was that a different? Am I hallucinating?
Podcast, Will.
Am I dreaming?
So you find yourselves in the catacombs.
I guess we do. Yeah.
A whiplash.
Is Eunice about to Deus Ex Machina us with Xavier Forsythe's crow?
I'm gonna go back into the analogs. I'm pretty sure somebody joked that Eunice was the final boss of the entire campaign.
We definitely joked about that. We definitely did.
That's a really salient memory for me.
On another note,
Cool.
I am using my brand new dice today, gifted by Molly for my birthday.
Ooh.
Oh, that's exciting.
They are very pretty.
Shout out
Thanks,
Molly. Shout out
Molly.
your dice.
Hopefully they don't roll bad. I will be blaming you.
The last thing we left off on was Bastro casting Detect Magic.
See.
You
What's the high level magic I'm?
what level are you casting it at?
3rd level.
3rd level? So you
Oh,
just...
excuse me. 4th level.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yep.
So with that, you get the number of auras and the type of aura from the highest level, as well as the 5-foot square that the highest level is in.
Correct.
But you don't know what level the aura is. You don't know
Yeah,
what
I don't
it
know,
is
like-
or exactly where it is.
Right, exactly.
So you get a aura of divination that is coming from this square right here.
Our amount of divination stuff in this. In our,
Wait, can
in our,
you,
in our past.
What was the square again? That one? Okay.
It's the bottom right, like, half triangle.
And Dan, you see it? You got it.
Let me just give
Got
a
it.
quick reminder on what you all are seeing here. As I find the proper page.
Wait. Who's that? What?
Oh yeah, we've got some new arts.
Oh yeah, what?
Some updated
Like-
Twinkle Toes art.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Thank
and
you.
slightly tuned.
Yeah, Master got a nice
Bastro
little
art.
makeover.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to Bastro. I just don't know if I ever will.
What do you mean? Same old
You
Bastro.
won't get used to,
I don't know what you're talking
to
about.
Bastro?
Oh my god! Like the art is so good, but it's just unnerving.
So you
Yeah,
are
it
standing.
like gave me nightmares while working on it. Not gonna lie.
I bet. Yeah, I can believe that.
Twinkle Toes looked like if Selma Hayek played Zorro.
Oh, I definitely get Selma Hayek vibes now that you say that.
So did
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what my 2 inspirations were?
What a good pull. You are standing in between 2 bronze-plated doors, one to the north and south, which give access to this hallway that bisects this hexagonal room. Floor-to-ceiling metal bars, spaced a few inches apart from another, separate the walkway from the rest of the central chambers. Visible through the bars, dozens of spectacular funerary relics and precious objects line the walls.
Funerary.
You see urns, rings, lanterns, ornamental weapons and armor, and countless other treasures that rest on bronze-plated shelves. The metal bars, however, sport no obvious means of unhinging or otherwise opening them. That is what you see. So you get a number of magical auras,
Right.
the strongest of which is divination coming from this corner. This corner.
Will, I think you said at the end there that there's no obvious method of like opening the bars or anything. Does that mean like I'd like to roll a perception check to find one?
You are more than welcome to do that. Yes.
Okay. Natural one.
Could you describe to me what you're doing?
That is an 18, and he is looking at the bottoms first to see if one of them like has scraped against the floor more often, or if like one of them is slightly lifted, or there's a little space between them, and then he's kind of looking at the sides to see if there's any like button or something, some kind of switch.
Sure. Yeah, you are not seeing anything. You think maybe along some of the bars you see like divots or dents that could indicate something, but you just have no idea really what you're looking for. They just look like metal bars, floor to ceiling.
Can you try to just like separate two of them? Just Hulk it out?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
I think Oski will come over and he will aid that strength check.
Yeah. You want strength or athletics?
It's gonna be athletics. Yeah.
Okay, athletics.
So
Let's get the aid first.
athletics. I might critically aid. That's
Critically?
a 33.
Yeah, so that is a
Can you do
critical
that?
success on the aid, so you get a +2 to that roll, Kashak.
Oh, nice. That is a 33 on the check.
33 on the check. Okay, so
Are you guys actually gonna be able to do this? What?
you both give a 1, 2, 3, and you both grab a bar and just start yanking.
I imagine one of you holding one bar like this, the other one holding it the same, and then your feet pressed together like push. Like, again. Take back.
I need you to both roll fortitude saves.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was, not shocked that this is trapped. All right, 26.
21.
26, 21. Okay. We are going to go into initiative.
Okay.
So everybody roll perception, except for Oski and Kashak. We're going to use your athletics. What you rolled on the athletics check as your initiative.
Oh, tight.
So 33 and 32.
33.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
So, do we
Actually-
get a
Actually, both of us 33. Right.
do we get a scout's warning for this?
Probably not.
The trigger is you roll initiative, but like, I don't know what he'd be warning of you of.
I feel funny on my
Like,
inside.
No, there's like a yank. What, guys?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm experiencing yet, so I'll wait for Will to describe it. But if you think it's appropriate for me to visually or audibly warn my allies of danger, granting them a +2 circumstance bonus, that's up to you. Maybe if he says "ow" in any way, I don't know.
Sure, yeah, you can take the +1.
Right,
Oski will
it's
not
plus-
get that, though.
It's +2 to you guys. Anybody who's getting it.
All right, +2. So you both rolled 33? Was it both 33?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, like, I rolled a 31, but then the
But with
+2
the
aid
+2.
gave me a 33.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not getting Scout's warning?
No. Because you both went at the same time.
Oh, that makes sense, actually. No, that makes sense. So mine's a 33.
And then
yeah.
the thing is happening to both of you, and then Basser and Twinkletoes are the ones being alerted that the
Sure.
thing is happening.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oski go first, because mine was
Oski go first?
a fake 33.
Okay.
Shock. Basser, what'd you get?
30.
30.
Yo.
And
Natural
Twinkletoes?
18.
24.
24.
Sounds so pathetic compared to the other three.
Not in the 30 club.
So, you two both begin yanking, attempting to pry the bars apart. However, as you both touch the bars, you are instantly and violently pulled into the bars. And it feels like something is trying to yank your bodies through the bars. So you slam
Very
into the bars,
unpleasant.
and you are just being not just like something has grabbed you and is pulling you in, but your entire beings, like your whole bodies, are being pushed and again trying to rip you through the bars. Oski, you succeeded. Kashak, you failed on your fortitude saves. So,
Yep.
that is going to be, if I can find my other die here. Huh, weird. That is going to be a total of 22 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as you are slammed into the bars. Oski, it is your turn. What would you like to try to do?
He's going to say, these bars, they're trying to pull us in. Just sort of explaining what's happening to him, like as his face is being pressed against this thing. Can I do like an occultism check, like recall knowledge, to try and see if I can understand what's happening to me, or like identify the spell? Is that something you could? Is that something you need to have like?
There's feats for that.
Yeah, I that's what I thought.
I don't believe you'd be able to identify. You have not seen or heard any indication of anything happening to you. This just happened.
Okay, well then, I would like to try to. I mean, escape. Would that be like? Is that?
So you're not currently. I should have mentioned this. Kashak is restrained against the bars. Oski, you are not like restrained against the bars, so you have your actions. You can do.
Oh, so I'm free to move how I want.
Correct.
It was just a quick shove in, and now I'm fine. Okay.
Kashak, on the other hand, is restrained against the bars because he failed.
And I can like tell. I can tell this.
Yes.
All right. Then
Imagine
I
like
want.
wind tunnel, like
Yeah, that's not bad.
like vacuum through.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see anything around the bars or anything?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I'm rolling great to start. It's a natural 20 for a 32.
32.
Nice.
Very good. That does beat the stealth DC of the trap in this room. You see, just in this little corner, the very corner of the room, there seems to be some kind of, like, glowing panel. It's very faint, but it's some kind of, like, 2 by 2 inch panel that is giving off a very, very faint aura in the very corner of this room. And as you're feeling this force, you feel like you're being drawn to that point.
Okay, he'll say, Twinkle Toes, Bastro, there's some sort of aura pulling us in the corner of the room, and he'll point it out to his allies. And I think he will spend one action to ready an aid to assist Kashak in trying to break free of the bars. His third action, he's going to cast guidance on Kashak. He's gonna like get his hands ready, and from the occult pendant he has on, he gets guidance as an innate spell. So he's gonna cast guidance on Kashak, and then with his third action, prepare to aid Kashak with like breaking free of whatever this is.
Okay.
So that's his turn.
Speaking of Kashak, it is your turn. You are
Yeah.
restrained.
Let's try to get out of here.
You can attempt to escape if you would like to.
Escape.
Escape with the guidance active. Natural 2. That is do you want to aid me here, boy?
Yeah. What is this? Are you?
Athletics.
I know there are multiple options for escape. So which one are you doing?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. I don't aid. I rolled a natural 3.
19.
You are still restrained.
Let's try again. Escape has the attack rate, right?
Yes.
All right, that's a 26.
26. That is a success. You are able to break free of whatever is holding you there.
Kashak will draw his bow and get ready to shoot an arrow at the point.
Okay. And that's your third action, yeah?
Yeah.
Bastro, you are watching this happen, and you have heard what Oski has said. What would you like to do?
So, can Bastro roll like a perception or recall knowledge? Like, are these bars an enemy? Like, am I able to attack the bars?
Yeah, you can certainly try to break the bars.
But can I strike the bars?
Yeah.
That's the key. Okay, great.
Absolutely.
So Bastro is kind of observing everything at this point.
me.
Kind of gonna look. Let's go look at the gold panel that Oski was talking about, and you see him just blink out of existence real quick, and then end up on the other side of the bars. And as he ends up on the other side, he's gonna elbow the bars, not really looking at him. Like he's just gonna like try and attack, but like he has to thanks to this spell.
Wait, this is such a fun use of this ability.
Yeah.
Well, that's a natural 19 for a 36.
Which bar are you trying to hit? If you could
The one that was grabbing Kashak.
pick a bar.
Number 4.
From top or from bottom? What
Got you. That one right there, the middle
the
one.
top one in the bottom square.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
We'll call him Bill.
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 Bill the bar. Bill Barr.
Bill the bar.
Bill Barr.
Bill Barr.
Previous Attorney General of the United States.
I've got stats.
Remember
for
when we
this,
said we weren't gonna get political on our?
Okay, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
The hit.
Yeah, it's a metal bar. It's not a
Okay.
not a crit.
The reason why I'm asking if these bars are considered enemies is because that's what the spell dictates. So if they are enemies, this will allow me
Master,
to.
you can make that bar your enemy.
Okay, it's my enemy. Let's go.
What's the
It's
spell?
all about the mind.
dimensional-
Also, stop talking.
Yeah, seriously.
I want to play by the rules.
He let you do it. Move on.
Shut up.
You're inside. That's all that matters.
It's dimensional, whatever. It's your focus
Oh,
spell. Right? Yeah.
You know what? Reading it right now, it does say creature. Is this bar?
These bars are not creatures for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna attack the same bar. I'm just not gonna teleport anywhere.
Okay.
Just normally punch. So it's still.
Oski says, "Look at the corner in the back of the room," and Master just starts wailing.
Punching the bar. Yeah.
I got
Kashak is free while he's doing this. He's just like, I don't know what you're doing.
12 points of damage to that one bar.
12 points of damage.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's bludgeoning. If that.
And it's an unarmed strike with your real human hand, right?
Yep. Human.
a
Yeah.
couple of things. One, you just punched a metal bar really hard, and it doesn't look like you had any effect on it. This is an item, and it has hardness, and you did not overcome the hardness of the bar. 2, you now feel that same pulling sensation on yourself.
Oh my
It
God.
seems to be pulling Oski and Kashak.
This is a legendary turn.
This really is.
This
Or
is
is he
a
safe?
legendary turn of combat.
Not yet. You do have 2 more actions, though.
But the bar is wrapped around my arm, or
No, you just punched the bar.
There's like
Okay.
a wind tunnel pushing you against
Wait,
the bar.
wait. I want to hear the explanation of how you punch something and then wrap your whole arm around it.
no? I
How does
thought
that
he was
work?
saying. I thought he was saying
The
the
bar wrapped around his arm.
No.
I thought.
You punched the bar and nothing happened, is what I'm saying. Except for
Okay.
the fact that you now feel this pulling force on you.
A vacuum.
Okay. Second act.
Second strike. Same bar.
I will let you know you can damage them. You just did not in that attack overcome the hardness of the
Yeah,
attack.
Spell strike it. You won't. Spell strike it.
Use your highest level spell.
I was
Highest
just
level
thinking
spell
that.
right now.
Shocking grasp of the bar.
4th level shocking grasp.
It'll do so much good to you.
I'm gonna spell strike.
Oh my God!
You're gonna see Bastro's hand erupt in flames,
Fell out of my chair.
Okay, flames.
and he's
Okay.
going to attack the same bar.
Mm-hmm.
Bill.
Bill. Yeah.
You still have to name 5
Uh,
other bars.
So agile
Don't
is
worry.
-4, so 26.
26 to hit.
Yes.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay.
The one right above is Barbara.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
14.
I was gonna go for an each
Barbara
square head.
Strikehand.
That's good. That's good.
One of
I was
them
gonna
is
go
Roseanne.
for each square has rhyming names. This is gonna be Bill, Will, and Phil. So if you can think of
Mm.
3 rhyming names.
24 points of damage.
Is any of that precision?
No, it's fire and bludgeoning.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. You said 24 points?
Yes, sir.
All right. You do see that you dented the bar a little bit. Good job, buddy.
You hear Bastard say, "Ha!" and look at the others who are probably
Bro,
laughing at him.
what are you doing?
Was that their
That's
their
3
rangers?
actions, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
twinkle toes.
Hey, I am going to, really quick, just run through my friend's feet to this other side over here. Just like dash them through their feet real quick.
Roll me a reflex save.
Oh.
That's gonna be,
Magnets.
Yeah.
gonna be
something.
a 36.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to slip through there without touching anything.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
Cool. I'm then going to quick draw my crossbow and fire in the same action at that glowing little thing.
So, unfortunately, I do still need you to roll a perception check to
Oh,
locate
okay.
the panel.
Cool.
You are aware that something is there because Oski said so, but you have not yet seen it. It is still very well hidden.
19?
Unfortunately, you are unable to locate it.
Not even with his
Him giving the heads up does give you a bonus, but you still do not overcome the stealth DC.
It's tiny. It's
Yeah,
like a tiny magnet.
It's like a 2x2 inch, barely, and when I say this, I mean literally barely visible thing.
space is there between these bars.
Inches. There's inches in between each of the bars.
So there's not actually 6 bars.
No, there are actually 6 bars. They're thick. They're big.
Fatties.
So they're like columns.
Sure.
Okay.
You do notice one of them has some dents in it, though.
Yeah.
And a lot of blood running down it.
One of them noticeably dented.
Can I squeeze through that dent in the bar now? Like, is the gap wide enough for me to?
No, I mean, when I say there is inches, but I mean like maybe 3 inches, and even denting the bar, like, is not making enough space for
So-
your full
So
form to go through.
Bastra was punching 1.5 wide bars right now. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
And to actually, square the circle here, we didn't do anything with those athletics checks. We started to touch it and then nothing happened.
Yeah,
We did not
basically, yeah. As soon as you both touched it, you were slammed into the bars.
What happened? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I would like to make a perception check around my feet to see if there's any other triggers for this trap or any other ways from out here to.
So you
Dismantle
moved,
it,
you
I
drew
think.
your crossbow, and you made a perception check.
Perception check will be my. Well, was that perception check in action?
Yes.
That. Oh, okay.
Seeking
Well,
is an action.
can I take back that quick draw then? Because it was supposed to be like a draw and shoot, and I wouldn't have shot if I.
Oh, yeah. If you're doing like a quick draw, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You have
Can
one
I make another perception check to look around the bar base, to see if there's any other trap things?
Sure. So when you're seeking, you can choose a 10-foot section, like a 10 by 10 square, as you're seeking. So basically, you could encompass that whole back area, including exactly.
Yeah.
So if there is anything under the bars, you would also see that. If you roll high enough, potentially you could also still notice the panel.
Cool. That's what I'm due. Ooh, 30.
30. Yeah. With the bonus from Oski pointing it out, you are able to see the tiny little around the base of the bars. I will say it doesn't. It just looks like they go into the ground. You don't see any other traps or anything in this area, but you do, after you like re-angle, maybe there was like a piece of an urn in the way when you looked the first time. You get a different angle, and you're able to see the, again, very tiny, very barely visible, like 2 by 2 inch square that is at the back, very back corner of this room.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay, now the fun part. Kashak, Bastro, and Oski, please roll me fortitude saves.
Okay. 27.
27?
32.
32? Bastro?
Punchy McDaniel.
I didn't hear.
Two,
I didn't hear anything.
You're
you're muted,
so
guy.
muted, my friend.
Muted.
Your microphone is in Africa.
Oopsie daisy. 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
Bastro,
great.
you take 25 points of damage, bludgeoning, and are restrained. Oski, Kashak, you are taking half of that. So, what, 12 points of bludgeoning
12.
damage, not restrained, as all of you
This
are
is
once
great.
again slammed straight into the bars.
Sounds like actually not good. Okay.
Oski, it is your turn.
Oski getting the gist. It's just gonna say, Pastro, I don't know if punching is the greatest idea right now. We have to get out of here. And he's going to cast guidance on Bastro. And then I think just move and GTFO. So I'm not in a position to help Bastro beyond that. So yeah, I think Oski's second action, he's going to stride to here. And maybe he'll stride to here just to give a little more space. And then third action, he'll raise his shield.
Okay.
In case.
Kashak.
Okay. Hunt prey. This thing's not considered a creature, right?
Correct.
This trap
It is not a creature.
thingy is not a creature.
Not a creature.
He's going to try to seek it or locate it with perception, try to find it on the wall there with a 30.
That does it.
He is then going to fire an arrow at it.
Okay. Again, you're shooting through inches in between bars, so it is going to be cover. So if you have
Okay.
anything that would reduce that, let me
No,
know.
it's all concealment stuff and hidden,
Okay.
but it's not cover.
Yeah.
So just roll to hit.
Yep.
I think that he's going to take a Hunter's Aim Strike for a +2 bonus, because he's just like going to roll once anyway. So
Sure.
Okay, that is a 32.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. 4 damage, 7 total piercing point damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, the arrow just dink right off of the plate. You hit the mark, but it doesn't look like it did anything. Again, it has hardness.
Oh, this is not good. That's my whole turn.
That is your whole turn. Bastro,
Astro is going.
you are currently restrained. You can still strike if you would like to do that.
And I can also cast spells
You
if
can
they
roll
don't have the
spells.
attack trait on them. So you see Bastro on his left hand, attached to his hand wraps of mighty blows. You see like a small blue sphere, like a little like keychain almost attached to his hand wraps.
Would you call it a talisman?
No, more like a spell heart, if you will. I think that's what they're called.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
that?
spell heart. That was given to me in that chest after Bastro woke up from being completely.
Was it?
It was it was in your chest?
Fair enough. No, keep going.
It's your actual heart?
Anyways,
I don't
this
remember that
item
being in the
called
email
the
that you sent
perfect-
me. Go ahead.
100% was part of there.
Go ahead.
Perfect droplet
Alima.
Yes, the perfect droplet.
on my
As he's going
Oh,
to cast,
that I remember.
he's going to cast spout, and he's going to try to drench that panel right there. So in that 5-foot cube that the panel is sitting in, it's going to just get blasted by water. So it needs to make a fortitude save. The panel has to make a fortitude save.
You laugh, but I have a number
Oh.
for that.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we're-
Reflex. It's reflex. Excuse me. Reflex.
Hopefully
Yeah.
that's better.
How reflexive is this panel of water?
Hopefully the
Panel-
same is
panel of,
worse, but
panel of-
hopefully it's better for us.
27.
That's what I mean.
What was that?
27.
Yeah, that's so that is a normal success.
Okay, describe. I dare you to describe that to me. I dare you.
So much of the blast is hitting the bars and all of the objects in the room that barely any water actually makes it to the panel.
So it still takes half damage.
David, why is he so smart?
I couldn't roll my eyes hard enough with my head into position, so I had to roll my whole head.
I mean, imagine trying to shoot a fire hose at one of those carnival games where you have to shoot like the water gun at the very tiny hole to make your clown,
Yeah,
do the
because
thing.
when I do that, my first thought is, man, that's a reflexive
A
pinpoint.
reflexive target.
It's gonna be 11 points of water damage against the panel.
Man,
So cut in
that
half.
target is
Cut in
so
half.
spry.
You're more than welcome to tweet at Michael Sayer.
Oh, I will.
Go for it.
I'm sorry, is Michael Sayer our GM?
Do you have Apple Plus care on this trap so that when it has water damage, you can take it to the Apple Store and get it fixed?
No, but it is actually filled with rice. Basser,
So-
how much damage?
Half of 11.
Half of 11?
5.
Yeah. 5. That's okay. That's okay though. If
I don't know what to
that
tell
doesn't
you.
do anything. But Bastro's body is going to form into this mist-like appearance as the perfect droplet on his arm glows bright. And he's going to take his third action to stride away from this bar that's holding him, as I'm able to move through enemy spaces as though it's difficult terrain. That's what the item does. Now, you tell me if that works or not.
Does it turn you into mist?
Yes, that's what it's literally. Let me read it 1 second. After you cast
Oh,
a
wait,
water
wait.
spell by activating the
This could be really
droplet,
bad.
your body becomes mist-like. Until the end of your turn, you can move through enemy spaces, treating each square in their space as difficult terrain. You can't move through creatures that have the water trait in this way.
Do these bars have the water trait?
I mean, I'm going to
These
allow
metal
it. I'm going to allow it because that makes sense to me. Even though technically it wouldn't work, but it makes sense to me that you're turning into mist and you can kind of like loop, loop, loop through.
Technically not work. What's the issue?
Just because you can move through difficult terrain does not mean you would be able to squeeze through these bars.
He's missed. He's not squeezing.
That's what I'm saying. Is
It's
It
an
does work
enemy
because it's-
space.
yeah. It says enemy space as though it's difficult terrain. This is not difficult terrain. This is impassable, right? But because it's mist, it makes sense for him to. Yes, he can get through. I already said
Bastards
that.
on the
Alright.
inside. Bastards
I
on the
got-
inside.
I go right next to the panel on the end of my turn.
Hey, Will's bad.
No, I'm
I
not
just have I just have so many questions about the way this is set up. I have so many questions.
So
And
are you,
none of them are for Will, but they're just for the writers of the adventure for sure.
should I be here or here if I want to be next to the panel?
Straddle the
I
line.
mean, technically
in the
there.
middle.
Technically
Okay.
there is going to be.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
That's my
Like-
turn.
A
That's your
5-foot
turn.
targetable difference, yeah.
Twinkletoes, you're up.
All right. I am going to. Is 5-foot step an action?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
It
do
doesn't
that.
provoke attack of opportunity though.
I'll
Pretty
step
sick.
over here with my first action. Second action, quick draw and fire my crossbow at the spotted target.
It's going to get a little bit of cover.
I assume.
Bastard ducks.
Oh my god, it's a natural 20. Molly, I love you.
There she is. There she is.
This is
There
what
she is,
14 years of friendship, 15 years of friendship buys is natural 20 on the first roll. That's not the first roll, but the one that counts.
You do hit it, but it is being an object immune to critical hits.
But I still get to do double damage, right? Because you love me.
No. but you may roll regular damage.
Did you hear my heart break, everybody? Did you hear it?
I'm really concerned that we just put Dan in jail and he's never getting out. I just had that thought.
I'll just do the same thing again.
Oh, you have more than one. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's any time I use a water spell, I can.
Oh, it's not
Stuff
expendable.
your pockets with stuff.
Yeah, spell hearts are really cool. They're not consumables. They're permanent objects attached to you. Yeah.
How much damage on the arrow or the bolt?
My natural 20 did 3 points of damage.
Oh, that feels bad. That feels bad.
It feels like a bit of betrayal, but that's fine. It's okay.
Is that the end of your turn, or do you have more actions?
Um,
You should have one more action, right?
I should, but Emily Grace might need a moment to recover from the shock of that natural 20 not doing anything. I'm just gonna milk it a little bit longer. Sorry, guys.
I think we just leave, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's what
We
that's what
leave.
Oski did.
We leave, we let the timer run out, and then we
walk
move on.
out of the room. I'm like, well, I can't do anything.
My thoughts exactly. Anything with range, Oski is not helpful.
Bastro, Kashak, and Oski, please roll me fortitude saves.
Oski still?
You can't leave. 30 for Kashak. So we just
29.
die? Like, what do we do? I don't know.
25.
29. So I'm rolling really well in these fortitude saves.
All of you pass.
Okay.
Bastro, you only take 6 points of damage as you
Okay.
are shunted into the wall, but not pulled through the bars. Kashak and Oski, you're both going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, but none of you are.
I mean, like, we're just gonna die. We're just gonna die. Like,
Why did I take less? That's weird.
because you're not being pulled into the bars and like try to squeeze through them.
Yeah.
You're just pulled into the wall.
Oh, into the panel. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
And you are right next to the panel now, Bastro.
Okay.
What happens to me?
You're like slammed straight into the stone wall.
Okay.
You are pulled in the same direction, but since you kind of like sidled around to the side, it's
Yeah.
at like a slightly
Okay.
different angle, but you still feel it, and it's like every 6 seconds this thing's power just slams into you.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
So it's completely invincible. It's
It's-
all seeing. It is completely controlling my mind. Like, I don't understand.
It
confused.
is not completely invincible.
Bastro spell strike the shit out of that thing.
Oski, it is your turn.
Oski, getting the sense that he can't run away, is just going to run back into the room to here, say, Bastro, literally punch that thing until the wall collapses. And then he's going to lay on hands himself and lay on hands Kashak.
TY. How much you like?
So 24 HP back. That's my whole turn.
It is a magical trap. So keep those things in mind for things that you might be able to try. Kashak, it is your turn.
Shoot it.
Rolled it.
I don't really know what else to do.
Yeah, we are a very low magic party.
It's like you can't disable it because you're not in the room, right? Except Bastro. I'm not sure if Bastro's thievery, but you can't get in the room unless you're magical. It's like magic rogue is the only person who can deal with this. I'll enter point blank shot stance to get bonus damage. Would love to be able to hunt this thing, but I can't. It's precision damage anyway. It's not going to matter. Let's roll to hit. Natural 20 for a 37.
That's it.
13 points of piercing damage.
You do see that you have scratched the panel.
Second roll's a natural 2, so I miss. That is my turn.
All right. You have put some damage on the panel.
Yeah, we can tell it's really feeling the hurt.
I'm going to guess hardness 10. And if I had to assume,
Probably.
I'm going to say 7,000 hit points. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to assume it's that many.
That sounds correct.
That's a little bit low.
My knowledge.
That's what I would assume.
If it matters, you have
All
plus 2
evidence
AC
is
for the next
leading
round,
me.
Jack.
Okay, I hope it doesn't matter.
I hope it doesn't matter either, but just wanted to let you know.
Bastard, it's
Appreciate
your
it.
turn.
Save us, Bastro, your only hope.
Bastro wants to. Can I inspect this panel? Is there any buttons I can press on it to turn off the magic?
It does not appear like there are any buttons on the panel. It is just a 2x2 glowing square in the wall.
You trained in thievery?
No.
Then punch the shit out of it.
Yep, that's
Yep.
what I'm doing. You see, Astro takes an action to first fill himself with energy again so he can do another spell strike. He gathers his senses, and you see his right arm with his feathers. All the feathers start pointing towards the end of his arm, almost into like a lance of some kind, like pointing into like
That's
a
cool.
spear. And you see Bastro wind up and try to drill this thing and like try to punch a hole into it, essentially. And he's going to roll. This is Gouging Claw, by the way. Very cool spell.
It's a really cool spell.
28.
That is a hit.
All
Go ahead and roll
right.
damage for me.
Let's go.
Hey, Dan, just lie and say 60.
7,000 points of damage.
All it
One
takes is
second.
one 2x2 inch square with hardness to really throw you guys down the wall.
This is going to be 66.
Quite literally. Oh, 66? Oh, that's good. That's good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
66? Nice. Okay, cool. Whose turn is it?
66. Okay.
Funny thing is that's not even like a weird number for Dan to actually hit. He's done it twice.
I know.
Okay, so 5, 8, 11, 13, 21, 23, plus 2, plus, no, 23, so 26, plus my strength, which is 4, 20,
30.
30 points of damage, thank you.
And none of that's precision?
No, it's going to be piercing and bludgeoning.
Yeah, so you wind up and you slam into this thing and you hear an audible crack. And you see
All
like
right.
fractures beginning to emerge on the panel. Where it was just scratched by an arrow before. You can see that there's significant like denting. It's fracturing, but the magic is still working.
All
I feel like you
right.
put a pretty big number on it.
That is my turn.
Twinkle Toes, it is your turn.
Like to delay until I feel like I can be useful.
Oski, Bastro, and Kashak, roll me fortitude saves.
Oh boy.
I think I'm fine still. 25.
25?
22. Not fine.
26.
26. Bastro and Oski succeed. Kashak fails.
There's no saves bonus for lay on heads, it's just AC.
It's just AC, no saves.
Kashak and Oski, the total for your...
You said, oh, right, it's Devin. I'm sorry.
Kashak and Oski. Kashak, you take 23 points. Oski, you take 11. Kushak, you are restrained. Baster, you take 7. And you are
Alright.
not restrained. Kushak, it is your turn.
It'll be Oski's turn.
Excuse turn.
Oski, it is your turn.
Can I do any sort of knowledge check to figure out any way to be helpful? I don't have Arcana. I don't have Thievery.
You have
Occultism?
right? Yeah, you can roll occultism.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Or Curse Lore if this is a curse.
It is not a curse.
Didn't think so. Oh, natty 19. All right, that's a 30. Occultism.
30 occultism.
Voice.
You are familiar enough with magical traps that while you don't know exactly how to disable it mechanically, because that's not your area of expertise, you would know that this could be shut down by a dispel magic spell, or just broken. Like if you just beat it up, it'll stop working eventually.
Bro, you have no dispelling magics, do you? Okay, well then just keep punching the shit out of it. That's our only option as far as I'm concerned. Okay, cool. So that's one action.
Bastard, I will front you the money to teach you dispel magic. Like,
Give me scrolls. Give me some scrolls.
no,
Um,
you're learning the spell.
No, I'm not spending a spell slot just for dispel magic.
It's Oski's turn. What would you like to do with your second action, Oski?
It's a free action to cry, right?
I will continue to say it is always a free action to scry.
His he'll bash Bill Barr once just out of frustration.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 30.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
All right, I'm not in Everstand stance, so it's lower damage. Oh my god, almost minimum damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Nothing happens. Third action, I'm gonna ready an aid, or spend an action to prepare to aid Kashak with an escape attempt on his turn. That's my turn.
Kashak, it is your turn.
Escape attempt coming in hot. And that's 17 for
Oh, natty 20. My dice are so hot. So
16
plus 2
million.
for my aid.
Yeah.
You are free. You have escaped.
Let's shoot again. We're gonna make it a hunter's aim strike to counteract the multiple attack penalty. So what even is my attack bonus? It's -3. Okay. Natty 19. For a roughly 33, I think. 33. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Roll damage for me.
Okay. Ooh, max damage. 18 points of piercing.
You send an arrow flying straight and true
There we go.
directly into the center of the panel, and you destroy it. You
Hey.
watch as
Oh, thank God. Oh.
magical light emitting from it dims, and you no longer feel this pulling on your body.
Oh my god.
Twinkle Toes just from outside goes, "Hey, I knew you guys could do it."
Meanwhile, like, Oski is beat up. Kashak is, like, on his knees.
Chuck's brains have been scrambled like eggs. Ugh.
Oski's gonna start refocusing to help healing.
Okay.
He just sits down and, like, in a daze, starts refocusing.
You see a halo appear above Baster's head as he goes back to full.
So,
He does not go back to full. Dang.
do we feel like it's worth pulling the bars again, or what's gonna happen with this treasure?
I think you will deserve that treasure after that.
How do we get it?
Let me just pass it to you guys.
Will this treasure fit through the bars?
Some of it will, some of it won't.
Baster's gonna go to the big, most magical one that you were talking about.
Sure. Bastro, first, why don't you roll me, or anybody who would like to, roll me a society.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that.
I'll roll society. I will
Nope.
not.
I will not be doing that.
That's a bad roll. 15.
15 total.
Yep.
14 total. I rolled a 2.
As far as you're aware, nothing in here, besides some of the magical things, really has any monetary value. Like, it's like urns of ashes of, like, dead people, or, like, rusted, corroded rings, things of that nature. Things that have been buried down here for a very, very long time. So a lot of it doesn't have any intrinsic value. That being said, it might have some kind of historical significance if you're able to find somebody who's interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
As far as things with intrinsic value, or at least capital value, Bastro, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Nice. 26.
26. You're pretty quickly able to identify, and I say this loosely, I don't mean mechanically identify, but point out some of the items here that were pinging as magical on this side of the room. There is what you identified as the strongest magical source appears to be a chain armor.
Oh.
There is also a magical necklace on this side.
Oh my god. Sorry, keep going.
It seems like all of the other magical auras are coming from the other side of the room.
Okay. Would all of these items on my side fit through the bars?
The chain, yes, and the necklace, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the like assorted items in there, not really, because it's all in like boxes or urns.
It's not money. Like, it's not like gold coins.
Yeah, it's that. I might have said coins last time. That was incorrect.
There's no money.
It is like possessions, like
Right,
Roger Stash.
right.
It's like
Yeah,
possessions
yeah.
that have been
But it
interred.
could be valuable.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sift through what we can get through the bars and what we can't, and moreover, how can we open the bars? Like,
You
Do
you
we
can
think-
bash the bars in. Like,
I was gonna say, do we think it's just worth the time for Oski and Bastard to just go to frickin' town on these
yeah,
things?
if you just
Oh,
broke
like,
I just
mechanically,
want to, yeah, I want to investigate to see if there's any other mechanical way to
Would
upgrade.
Probably a
all
good
of
call.
would the bag of holding fit through the bars?
Yeah.
So I could just
Oh,
take the
throw
bag of
everything in
holding.
the bag of holding.
slam
and-
dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Kashak hands
squish it through the
back
bars.
holding. Dan, you're a genius. Yeah.
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 I'll give Dan my hero point. Yeah, that's great.
Incredible.
So let's just treat everything as attainable then, just to
Yes.
move this along a little bit.
We're taking everything.
Well, we're taking everything that we feel like we could easily sell or use. Like the historical stuff, I don't know if we really want to bother with.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Definitely
Maybe,
the necklace.
maybe somebody knows a collector of ancient prospecti goods. Does anybody think like they have a use for that guy's underwear historically?
Maybe not his underwear, but I could use his boots.
They are pretty stylish. I saw somebody walking down the street with boots like that last week.
You put them on and they
Wow.
are dry rotted on the inside.
There's two
Yeah.
scorpions in each one.
Yeah.
That's exactly
There's a
how I
snake
like
in my boot.
I mean, when I say the stuff down here is ancient, it is
Yeah,
Old.
capital
It
it.
old. Like, even the solid metal objects are, again, rusted or corroded or, you know, just varying degrees of oxidized or what have you, depending on the type of metal. But it is all, except for the explicitly magic things, which, again, are magic, so they don't have the same kind of wear and tear.
Yeah.
There's not much, again, outside of historical value, of value.
Bastro, how do we get you from this chamber to the other chamber? It looks like there's a lot more shiny stuff over on the left one here.
I was just thinking that. I think we still have to break down these bars because my perfect droplet won't work unless I consider the bars my enemy. But these are just normal bars now.
They
Oh,
tried to kill.
Bastro, Bill Barr insulted your mother again.
Oski, what's your average damage?
My average damage, it would be 15.
Average damage 15. Basser, what's your average punching damage without anything else?
2d6 plus 4.
So
Whatever that is.
11.
That's
11.
13. Or 11, yeah, 11.
So between the two of you, if you want to take like,
Mine's 9 with my claws for anyone who cares.
yeah, that actually wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Blasting it wouldn't work.
You would
Can
only
whack
need
it
to
with my
break.
sheath.
What's the average damage of your sheath or your
10.
sword? 10. Yeah, hardness 10.
Oh, never mind. Wouldn't do anything.
Between Oski and Bastro, you would only need to break 2 of the bars.
Cool.
To have access. And if we just kind of hand wave it, if you two made a concerted effort to break down 2 of the bars, it would take you about, assuming every other hit and not on the third, we'll call it
Sure.
like
Carry the one.
50 seconds. Well, I'm assuming you do like 2 attacks and then you're probably not going to hit your third one.
Third one. Yeah. Or roll terrible damage on it. Not
Yeah.
in the hard.
Why wouldn't Bastard just spell strike over and over again?
I mean, you can.
You can spell strike cantrips.
You can
Yeah.
spell strike with cantrips. I mean,
Yeah.
you take it down from a minute to 40 seconds.
Cool. I mean, that's
Yeah.
way shorter than I thought it'd be, so that's chill. Like, that's
Okay.
totally cool.
All right, so we break down the bars. then.
I'll tell you right now, it's hardness 10, and considering break threshold, 20 points of damage you needed to do to break a bar.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So not that
Twinkle Toes takes out her iPhone and starts taking a video of them just whacking bars.
You know, so you're just punching. Or you're shield bashing.
makes a TikTok with like that one sound. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do we got in this room?
And
yeah.
In the
Listen,
left.
in the left room,
Mm-hmm.
do you go in there?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't like that question.
Wait. So the 2 bars
Yeah,
you just broke
messing with us.
is only on my side?
I assumed it was on the side that you said you couldn't get through without breaking the bars.
Correct. So I needed to break 2 bars in order to squeeze through.
Oh, that's right, because Bastard can't get out. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I apologize. Yeah, we break the right one first.
Okay. We'll do that for sure.
So Bill is no more. Goodbye, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill Bar is Bill Broken.
Bye-bye, Bill.
Bye bye, Bill Bar.
Besides
that-
the 2 magical things, what do we feel like we get out of this?
The
This
2
general
magical things
right.
and historical items.
That's it. Okay. Twinkle Toes, should we check out the left chamber to make sure nothing's gonna pull us to our deaths or try to make us into pasta?
It's a good idea. Pasta sounds really good though.
It does. I'm hungry for some carbs.
Roll a perception check.
Cool.
Natty 3.
29. Specifically
24.
looking for trace.
12.
Kashak. While nothing is glowing like the last one, you do see another very faint engraving of the outline of a very familiar panel at the back corner of the room.
No, it's not worth it. We leave, please.
It's not worth it.
There are 7 magical auras in there.
Oh,
I think
7?
it's worth it. Yeah.
7 magical
Astro.
auras.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like just the 2 again that we got from the other room.
8, actually.
8 magical auras.
Okay.
Like I knew
Okay.
there was 8 magical auras in there.
All right. So first, why don't Kashak and I just like aim at that panel before
Well-
anybody touches the bar?
No,
Try
it's-
to do as much.
But Lustro, how does your thing? How do you turn into mist? Do you just need to attack an enemy?
Right. I need to consider something an enemy. And then-
Okay, I slap you. I slap you.
But I can only move through your space, so.
Oh, okay. Well, can
well-
you stand? Can you stand in the bars on the
I think
right
I
side?
need
I
a-
stand in the middle, and then you pass through me, and then just keep going.
I would like to be at a stronger fortitude before we take on another set of death bars. I'm about half strength right now, and if we're gonna fight another one of these things, I'd like to be full. So maybe we heal first, and then just start
Alright,
unloading on this.
you
thing.
get a halo, and you also get 32 points of healing.
I get a halo
Okay, well,
and 32 points of healing. Nice.
Correct.
I want 20 minutes then to have 2 focus points to be able to heal us in battle.
Then let's identify some magical items.
Start pacing around.
Yeah,
the
Master will
hexagon.
take 20 minutes to identify both items he just acquired.
Okay.
I'm spending
while he's
1
doing
plus
that, he's
20
focusing.
refocusing.
Yeah, I'm pacing around the hexagon and trying to sneak up on Sheethra, and it's not working.
You are unsuccessful mostly every time.
Yeah,
she can
she's
smell
like-
you the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm like, but I'm still trying. I'm trying to find ways. It's keeping me occupied.
Okay. Bastro, I need 2 of your identify rolls.
Astro, 2 of your finest Arcana checks, please.
I
Identify.
need your strongest arcana
Just-
checks.
Potion master. Potion seller.
That's a 19.
Okay, not your finest.
I'm sorry, I thought I ordered a different brand.
I'd like one from your cellar, please.
And that's a 17.
Okay, you're really trying
Master
to
doesn't know anything.
trying to sell me on the cheap stuff here, and I really don't appreciate it.
That he knocked his head against the panel a few times.
He still missed. He's not quite there yet. Yeah.
I
He was doing a spell strike with his noggin, headbutt.
Headbutt spell strike.
I
I really want that now.
I am sorry. You don't know. You don't know what either of these things are.
But I'm refocused. That's all that matters.
You are refocused. Yeah, that's true.
All right. Bastard's
Wait, can we do 10 more minutes so I can actually expend a lay on hands
Sure.
and then
You
refocus
can take 30
so I
minutes.
can get
Absolutely.
to full as well.
Absolutely.
So
You're asking
I,
so much, Ben.
It is. A
you
lot.
know, when we're dealing with death bars.
It's like if you didn't interact with it. If you didn't interact with the bars, they don't seem to affect you. So maybe if we just shoot at the panel and don't ever touch the bars, it won't have anything to target us with.
That's true. Yeah, maybe
And
try.
That's what I was saying.
That
Yeah,
is
Just
exactly what
just
Twinkle
take
Toes
shots
said.
on it.
So we maybe don't have as much to worry about as we thought. But I'm not confident enough in that to go in with having.
Yeah, just don't bump into a bar. I think.
Unless it activates it if we touch the panel.
Yeah,
I was
I think
being
he's
thrown
just
against
right.
the panel, but
But you
I
also
guess-
punch the
Try.
bar. Like we all, the only people who were being affected had targeted or attacked the bar.
Yeah,
Oh.
so
Yeah, I didn't. I hit the panel. I didn't do any damage to it, but it didn't try to.
Yeah, and then it didn't do anything. Okay.
yeah, so Kashak, just go to town shooting arrows, I think.
Phew, 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 phew. He does.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm
Rolling.
shooting bolts too.
I'm shooting a ray of frost.
Let's,
Oh, then Oski's just gonna get out of the way.
Oh, never mind. I can do a maximum of 8 damage with my. I just stand there.
Do you want to just go ahead and volleys here?
well, roll to hit first.
That's a 33.
Okay, go ahead and roll me damage. Was that a aimed strike? Or
It,
aimed shot?
no, it was a regular fire.
Okay.
That is 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
How does a 20 do?
so
We're gonna activate the trap first, though.
shock. I need you to roll me damage like 6 more times.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
Oh,
good.
thank God.
Okay, good.
Calling for a 6 tonight. I'm not doing it.
I'll just. Is it hardness 10? I can just give you the over.
It's
10.
hardness 10. What's your average damage?
It's 2d6 plus 6, so 13.
7, 13. Yeah. So it's gonna take you like, and I want you to keep track of this for arrows.
Yeah, I will.
It's gonna
Should be
take you
number.
probably 6 rounds to break it. So what are you doing? Like one a round, 2 a round,
Probably 2 around.
2 a round? Yeah, about 5 rounds. So call it 10 arrows.
10 arrows. Okay. Can I recover 5 of them after this? Or they are
Yes,
gonna break.
you cover
Okay.
5 of them afterwards.
So I'll spend 5 arrows.
Yeah.
And do it. Okay.
And you on that last hit, you're chipping away. You see a little corners crack off of it. On the last one, you finally just get this faint blue spark of that encompasses it, and it breaks.
Sorry, what was the spark click? What was it? Okay.
I specifically turn my back so that Kashak doesn't feel like pressured by us watching his target practice.
Nobody look at me!
It's funny that you
can't
mentioned that
perform.
because numerically, some of them do actually miss.
I can't perform when you're looking at me.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't do that because I'm running hexagons right now.
And then in the same vein, Oski and Baster, you can take again another 40 seconds to break down 2 of the bars, and you all have defeated the life magnet traps.
Life magnet.
I was legit concerned for a second it was just going to kill us.
Yeah, I didn't see a way out other than death for a little bit. Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about these traps because they actually do. If you don't offhand have somebody who can get in there with thievery or a dispel magic,
They ruin your life.
it can seem very daunting.
Yeah.
But they only have 25 hit points.
It's one of those things that's like, yes, it's definitely like the bark is worse than the bite, but the bark was so bad. Like, we were so in danger if like that was going to go for like 20 rounds, like we would just die.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
But we
Um,
break in.
Yeah.
Just walked out.
Each bar has 20 HP, and the trap itself has 25.
Cool.
So, yeah, it again, it can seem pretty bad with being immune to critical hits and precision damage. But if you hit it a few times, it's gone.
What do we snag in there? What's the haul?
Perception for me,
Give me the numbers.
I'm doing it.
I'm back in there to help again with this part now.
of course.
No
Those keys
rocks,
as
big
well.
boys. 31.
Okay. Show off.
This is like my whole thing. This is the only thing my
Natural
character's
one.
good at.
Natural 1. I see nothing.
I see barely more with a 16 and natty 3.
I got a 23.
I'm so happy my character's one actual useful trait is good. My only mastery proficiency is in perception, and it's like the only thing I'm actually like good at.
That's your only mastery?
None of your saves are mastered.
Oh, I'm sorry, my reflex saves are mastered.
Okay,
But
but
my only like environmental exploration thing.
I don't have any master saves yet. Wait, what?
You should. 100% you should.
Yeah, but you have master armor, don't you?
Oh, maybe you just get that earlier and you don't get saves.
Yeah, I don't have a master save yet.
Your
Oh, that's
fortitude's gonna be
crazy.
first for sure, but anyway.
So,
Did you say it's gonna be fortitude or will?
what?
Anyway, never mind.
You find a dense black iron cube about yay large, like a perfect cube of black iron. You find 2 like amber, what looks to be like feathers that have been carved out of amber. And you also find 5 vials of some kind of alchemical concoction, which I believe, yes, you would be able to identify them. Oski, what's your crafting?
Plus 12.
Plus 12. Yeah, they are vials of holy water.
Cool.
Oh, that's gonna
5
be really
vials of holy water. But
Amazing.
yes, 2 of these, like, again, like, about yay large feathers that have been carved out of amber, and a black iron cube. And then various historic and funerary items.
And then again, nothing of
Yeah.
monetary value to us. Okay. Do we want to just go ahead and identify the cube and the feathers?
I'll
You
try.
can try, but
All right, Arcana
Can I
rolls.
help? Can I try too?
you can certainly
Sure.
try, yeah.
So we're taking 30 minutes to do this?
Well,
In those 30 minutes, does anyone need HP?
Well, we only
We
need
all
20.
need max.
the cube and then the 2 amber feathers are the same thing.
Right, so 20 minutes.
Theoretically.
Right.
So, well, it might be 10 minutes if you're both identifying different things.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
Did you say religion or arcana? Or
It's whatever magical tradition you want to use.
I would
26?
love some more healing, big boy.
Finally, jeez.
26?
24 HP there, Kashak.
TY.
Twinkeltoes, is that on the amber or the iron?
I'll do the amber.
I'll do the iron then. I got a 27.
27. Both are successes. So you have 2 feather step stones.
Cool.
Dope.
It is a talisman, so it's a one use. It is a free action with the trigger of you stride or step, but you must be an expert in acrobatics to use it. When you activate this stone, you ignore the effects of any difficult terrain or greater difficult terrain that you move through until the end of your turn. And this could be any form of movement. Doesn't have to be just your walking. It's any form of movement.
Cool.
The iron cube is an iron cube. It is a talisman. It's a 2-action knockdown. You have to be an expert with the weapon that you affix it to. It is a weapon talisman. So you must affix it to your weapon. When you activate the cube, you use knockdown as per the fighter feat.
Cool.
So knockdown is 2 actions. You make an attack to knock a foe off balance, and then immediately sweep to topple them. You make a melee strike. If it hits and deals damage, you can attempt an athletics check to trip the creature you hit. If you're wielding a 2-handed melee weapon, you can ignore the trips requirement that you have a hand free. Both attacks count towards your multiple attack penalty, but the penalty doesn't occur until after you've made both of them. So basically, it lets you
I want that.
attack. It lets you strike and trip without increasing your multiple attack penalty.
Now the knockdown feat is usually limited to melee weapons, but this cube gives no such restrictions.
It says it works as per the knockdown fighter feat. So
you're ruling it must be affixed to a melee weapon?
I just think it must be affixed to a melee weapon. Let me.
Iron cube affixed to a weapon. You are an expert with the affixed weapon.
But knockdown specifically requires a melee strike.
Cool.
So.
Then I don't want it.
Yeah. So Oski or Bastro.
Oski, you can have it.
Nice.
Anyone
It's
else?
2 actions to activate it, so whoever has the kind of looser action economy, which is
Anyone else really good at acrobatics that thinks they can use this?
can't.
Cool. I pocket up with them.
You
Yeah,
can
all
ignore
yours.
difficult terrain twice.
Yeah, all yours.
The magical chain armor and the magical necklace. We got to deal with those.
Have
as well.
yet to be identified, and Bastro cannot attempt to again.
What are they?
Magical chain armor and a magical necklace.
I can try.
Look at the necklace.
Both Oski and
I'll look
Twinkeltoes
at
can
the
try on both.
chain armor. It's a religion check for me.
Hero point my natty 1 there.
I'll take it.
Cocked.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna try again on the chainmail when I fail on the necklace.
Yeah, it's a 17.
Both
Natural
fails.
5.
No idea.
Natural 19 on the chainmail for a 30. 1.
Okay. Oski, did you want to give a try on the necklace?
30,
I'll switch.
30.
Yeah, I'll try the necklace.
We're both sitting next to each other and we're both like, no.
I rolled worse. So I don't know.
No idea what the necklace is, unfortunately.
No clue on the necklace, but
Can
I
Kashak
got
try
it.
this at all? He's trained in nature, but I don't know if he has any magic. I know he doesn't have any magic. I don't really know how this works.
If you aren't trained in magic, you just need somebody who can cast Detect Magic for you, so you can try. Since Bastard can cast Detect Magic for you.
Alright, screw it. I'll roll an ace check. 25 on which one? The necklace we were having trouble with?
Necklace. Yeah.
Yeah, necklace.
It just passes around the circle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just thought about the scene in the books with the locket from Harry Potter.
One sec. I'm just making sure that I'm not lying to your face. While that pulls
Pretty
up, the chain is called Moonlit Chain. It is a +1 silver chain shirt. whose collar is adorned with stitched images of the phases of the moon. You can see in moonlight as if you had low light vision. Furthermore, once per day, as an interact action, you can touch the stitching of the new moon on the armor's collar and suppress the dazzled condition for 1 minute. So if you are dazzled, you can undazzle yourself for 1 minute.
Whoa. Cool item.
It's so
Even if we
bad.
don't want to. I mean, it's cool. We at least get a +1 rune to switch to someone else if no one wants the actual
No,
armor.
no, I want that armor. I want that armor.
Oh, I thought you said it is bad. You want it
no,
bad.
I want that so
misunderstood.
bad. I want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
so bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I
so
misunderstood.
bad.
The moon. My name is Twinkle Toes. Of course, I want it. Are you
I mean, I
kidding
think
me?
it's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so again, it's +1 silver chain shirt. All the silver property does, it's literally made out of silver. If something that is weak to silver critically fails on a natural attack against you, unarmed or natural attack against you, they will become sickened for a minute. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
That is
Amazing.
really cool.
Whoa.
Sickened 1 for a minute if something with silver weakness critically fails a natural unarmed attack against you.
What is the name of it?
It is the Moonlit Chain.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just double check. Concentrate, exploration, see. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to roll all the identified checks in secret, according to the rules of the game, but that's no fun.
This is a stream.
Yeah, Pathfinder 2nd Edition loves secret rolls.
Spell critically.
We hate them.
We on the other hand do them occasionally.
Mostly because we forget, but also because when we find them, we're like,
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything that says you can't if you're not magical. So
once you discover that an item is magical, you can spend 10 minutes to identify the particular
yeah,
item as magical.
it's just that you need to know that it's magical first, which is where you need the detect magic to come from. So you do succeed on the necklace, funnily enough. It is, and this is classic, a classic item.
Necklace of fireballs.
Necklace of Fireballs, type 1.
Oh, I was right.
So, this string of 3 magical red beads has 2 different sizes of bead. 1 larger bead and 2 smaller beads. You have 1 casting of Fireball, which is 66 of damage, and 2 castings of Fireball, that is 4d6 of damage, at a DC of 21. So basically, all this does is, as a 1 action interact item, you detach a sphere from the necklace, causing it to glow with orange light. After you activate the spear, if you or anyone else hurls it, also as an interact action, it detonates as a fireball where it lands. So you'd be throwing it into a square, as opposed to like, yeah, you basically.
You're casting fireball.
Yeah, it's casting fireball. You toss. You can place the center of the fireball anywhere within 70 feet. Though at my discretion, you may need to roll an attack roll if it's unusually challenging to do so. If no one hurls the sphere by the start of your next turn, it turns into a non-magical red bead. So you have 1 turn to use it.
Cool. I really want this.
Necklace of Fireballs, type 1.
The only
I
reason
want
I want it is because I have no other ranged options, but I think other people would probably make better use of it, so.
You had a ranged shield for 1 shot.
Or 1 shot that I missed.
I don't have a bow. What if I just had like a nuclear bomb? Is that better? I think I could make the best use of the most challenging throws for this item, and it reminds me of things the elders used to wear in my tribe, and it reminds me of home.
This is a good old-fashioned roll-off.
I'm not actually gonna roll for it. If no one else wants it, it's yours, Kashak.
I wanted it, but I'll let Kashak have it.
Let him, as if you wouldn't have to roll off for it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let him not have to roll.
So Iron Cube goes to Oski. chain and feather step tokens go to Twinkle Toes. Necklace of Fireballs goes to Kashak. You have 5 vials of holy water to disperse.
Each of us takes one, and one goes in the bag.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
And Sheethra is just sitting there licking her toes.
If I gave
Cleaning
Sheethra a
herself.
whole vial of holy water, she would just drink it. She's not very smart.
Maybe she wanted the Necklace of Fireballs.
I keep the necklace fireballs on Sheethra, but I'll be using them.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Type 1, you said?
Type 1, yeah.
Type 1.
So it is the 1d6, or 166 speed,
And 2
to
46.
4d6 speeds, DC 21 for the check, for the reflex save. This thing is crazy. Like the max, a Necklace of Fireballs 7, for instance, which
Yeah,
is the
type
highest
7.
level,
Yeah.
is 1 18d6 fireball, 3 16d6 fireballs, and 5 14d6 fireballs. It's absurd.
DC 39 on the
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
Guys, I lied. I don't want this. I don't want this chain armor. I
don't
tried it
want
on.
it.
I don't like it anymore.
Why
No,
don't you want it?
it's kind of noisy. It's pretty heavy for me. I don't feel like I could do all of the same things.
I think we are going to eventually sell this.
Yeah, it was a nice
Transfer the rune,
idea.
sell it.
We're gonna sell it. Can we
Yeah.
transfer? Can you transfer a rune from like a preset item?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a rune on an item.
The,
It's the
the
same
only
as any
thing,
other.
yeah, exactly. The only thing that affects it is like any additional abilities. So like in this case, you couldn't transfer the once per day
That's it.
dazzle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That no,
Yeah.
I don't.
rune is a rune is a rune.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna be better set to
A ruin or rune?
rune.
There it is.
Rune.
Jack.
That is.
Jack's just gonna lose it. Jack is done.
Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? Don't answer that question. Don't
Anyway,
Don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it's just noisy. That is the only thing. I can't really be as stealthy.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I was starting to hear you a little bit more, so perhaps we don't
Yeah.
bother with that. Yeah.
We can just
She
throw it in the
takes
bag
like the
for
5 minutes to put it on, takes one step, and is like, shit.
It's so pretty.
It's
But I'm so
really pretty. Ooh, maybe it would look good on Isabella.
All right. Shall we? Maybe we
I
continue
try
down.
holding it up, but it's heavy.
Maybe we continue down this hallway. Kashak picks it up with one hand, puts it in the bag.
Thank you.
Those were all the magic items, right? That I was pinging. Okay, good.
Correct.
All right, let's continue.
Where would we like to go?
We'd like to go to the right. We'd like to go down where we kept continuing.
Okay.
Kashak is actually going to activate his Corpse Ward pendant.
Ooh. Ah.
Corpse Ward Pendant, which I can do 3 times per day. And as a reminder, undead can't see, hear, or smell me, but if they know that I'm around, like if they have a reason to believe I'm there, they can attempt to seek or strike me. Anytime I come across a creature, they attempt a will save to ignore the
Yes.
effect.
Yes. Okay.
So you'll come over to here, and I'd like to make a perception check down the hallway, kind of peek my head around. Make
Go
a
ahead and roll it.
perception. Sure. I think I know where this hallway goes. It's cocked. 30. So we were very familiar with this hallway.
Yep.
And then he'll step here and look down this one as well. Yeah, we're there. Okay.
So,
Alright.
as another quick reminder, to the north there's a portcullis that blocks off the hallway, but it looks like it ascends up by way of shallow stone steps. East would be that former pile of rubble that you cleared to come in when you came down through the laboratory. There is fixed to the wall right here, as I use the right tool, fixed to the wall right there.
Broken thing to lift it, right?
There is a plain brass box, about 2 foot square, 1 foot deep, at the center of which is a vertical slot that you all determined there should be a lever for. That would presumably open the portcullis.
Before we start investigating further, could we maybe go to break?
I was just about to say that. Thank you. We are going to go ahead and take a quick 15-minute break. Thank you all so much for joining us thus far. And we'll see where they go next on this episode of Heroes of Absalom. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks. Welcome back, everybody. I'm
Thanks.
here to play some Pathfinder 2nd Edition and figure out where you guys are going in this dungeon.
I might surprise some people. I got a big plan in action here.
Do you know?
I guarantee you, it's not what you expect. I can get money back guarantee.
Well, I've learned not to really expect anything from you, Jack. That way I won't be
Money?
disappointed.
If you put money in your expectations, I can guarantee you'll get your money back.
All right, call in with your bets, everyone.
I've learned now that I don't know how betting works. I learn this every so often when I watch Peaky Blinders a lot recently. I'm watching through that season, and then all they do the whole time is horse race betting, and they talk about it, and I'm just like, okay, this is all right, cool. You're fixing races somehow. I don't know how it works. Kashak's been looking down this hallway, down to the left, down to the right, where he fought the Doulahan. He sees familiar territory. He sees the portcullis. He sees the brass box. We've already been here. Perhaps it's best for us to investigate somewhere we haven't been. He climbs onto the wall, and like a little bug, he just skitters. Over to here. Let's go down this hallway because I haven't explored it yet.
This was the most disappointing thing.
I wasn't disappointed. I liked the narration, Jack. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am nothing but supportive always.
There we go. Fixed that. Okay.
Do we think it's time to check out that narrow corridor we saw earlier? Do we want to go back where we were with the trash monster?
That's all
I think we should keep going onward. Yeah, I want to keep going onward.
So ignore what I said then.
No, we're taking a third option. We don't know where this hallway goes. Let's figure out where the hallway goes and then do that. Yeah. My corpse wear pendant is still working, so if any undead are down here, they'll have a harder time seeing me. With bow in hand, he's gonna start walking down the hallway.
I'll stay back, torch in hand.
Yeah, I was going to ask where the torch is, because that is going to dictate sight. So yeah, you can see up to there.
I have 60 feet dark vision.
You have 60 feet dark vision. Okay, so
do I.
couple things. I need people to stop moving. Bop, bop, bop. So, first off,
Sheether would be behind us, but I'll just put her right behind Twinkle Toes.
you can move her. Kashak, you step into that space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I always love when sentences start that way.
Is it a tarp?
Good old tarps.
Oh gosh, wait.
Oh shoot.
Wasn't the Doulahan walking through here, though? Or is he going through these little hallways on this horse? Can the horse get through?
You never saw him in these hallways. You saw him.
We assumed he went.
You saw him
we
like
never actually
here
saw him.
and go
Yeah.
into here, but it's also a 10-foot wide hallway, and he
can
could
take a horse in there.
theoretically fit up this direction. But I actually need to. Interesting.
That's too many interestings for me. I'm nervous.
So many.
It's like no traps, like for 90% of the place we've investigated, and then we run to like the only two next to each other. What is this?
So it gets to here. Kashak, you do not set it off.
Okay.
But Bastro, when you step there, following behind Kashak, as if seemingly nothing had happened,
Oh, it's an undead trap.
I need you
Vaporized.
to.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Or something on the floor. Because Kashak's climbing.
Oh
Is
yeah,
he?
Kashak, are you still climbing?
No, he wouldn't be climbing.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm
Bastro, I
dead.
need you to roll me a reflex save. Because
Oh.
as you step out, all down this hallway, from where you are to for about 20 feet in front of you, and I'm going to reveal a little bit more space because at the end of this hallway is a door,
Mm-hmm.
a double door. These misty blue hands begin to reach out from the floor and from the walls, and
Oh.
they begin grabbing at you. And now, Kashak, despite the fact that you didn't set it off originally, you will also need to roll me a reflex save as this begins to erupt. What were the results of your reflex saves?
Haha. That's good.
25.
31.
And if I succeeded, it's a critical success.
Bastro succeeds. Kashak fails.
25 fails.
It does.
Wow.
What'd you roll, Buster?
31.
Oh, shit.
And we are going to go into encounter mode once more. Go ahead and roll me.
Really?
Yep. It's just because we need to account for time.
No, just 25 fails. I'm just
Yeah,
surprised.
25 fails. Bastro, you are slowed 1.
Oh. That's awful.
Kashak,
Slowed 7.
you are slowed 2.
Oh.
And you also take 25 points of negative damage.
Ben, when I told you I wanted to play the one shot, it's because I knew shit like this was going to happen and I didn't want to do it tonight. So thank you for making me do this. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I'm just glad I got to play Pathfinder with my friends.
25?
25 points of negative damage.
That's what I rolled on my reflex save.
That's why it's 25. 1 point for every.
Kashak, what did you get on your initiative there, bud?
It would be perception because I didn't do anything different.
Correct. And you can give the scouts one.
He'll think, ghost hands! There we go, the scouts warning. There's a 29.
Also got a 29.
Also,
I'm going first.
Who's going first?
Me.
Yeah.
This guy setting off traps over here. I'm not going to go first.
Oski.
Jack's feeling extra spicy tonight. The dirty
Jack's
20.
feeling very spicy tonight.
Yeah.
This is one of those life magnets. It's annoying.
Dirty 20 for Oski.
Bastro, got the 29, right?
Yeah.
Pentatos?
I rolled a natural 1, so that'll be a 16.
Yeah, but it's not a crit fail, so you got that going for you. You said 16?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually still really good. Okay. So, Kashak, you are slowed too. What would you like to do? And you can see the hands all over the walls and floors and ceiling of this hallway. Ceilings are about 15 feet tall in this hallway. And the hands extend. Let me give you a little shapey shape here. Can I do this? Is that part of the... Yes, it is. Nice. That.
Oh.
Don't mind the number. The number means nothing.
I do recognize a D9 when I see one. I can't imagine Kashak would do anything other than shoot an arrow at the closest hand.
Okay.
So that is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Your arrow sails through hands and just
That's
Dunk.
nothing. Yeah.
sinks into the ground.
Oh boy.
That is his turn.
That is his turn. Basker, what would you like to do? You are slowed 1, which means you have one fewer actions. this time.
Got you. So, these, oh, shoot. Let me, I'm just slowed, right? That's it? Just slowed
Slowed
1?
one.
Correct.
Alright,
That's all.
I'm going to step out of this box right here. Am I still slowed 1? I mean, I guess I would be because it doesn't end.
Yeah, you're slow one for your whole turn.
Right, correct, yeah. Alright, so that's one action. Second action, I'm gonna punch a hand. follow Kashak's lead. And my attacks do have the magical trait, if that has any, if that helps.
Sure.
27.
You go to slap a hand, and your fists just sail straight through them. Nothing happens.
Bastro, free action, yells out, "We might be a little. We need to get out of here first. We can't be in these hands."
I agree. I'm gonna try to get out of it as quickly as I can.
You should not try to catch these hands.
I repeat, do
You do not want-
catch these hands.
That's my turn.
And he says he's gonna probably leave like as soon as he
Oski.
can.
You're up.
Occultism or religion check for like recall knowledge to figure out if this is like a haunt or just some sort of weird trap or
Religion. If you would like
Religion.
to identify.
identify. Okay. Hero point. Bad hero point economy. Technically is better though. 17.
From the best of your estimation, it is some kind of haunt,
Yeah. Okay.
but you're unable to really glean much more about ways to get rid of it from your check.
I straight up thought what was going to be like, to the best of your knowledge, it seems like something that might be sort of undead, but
Yeah, it is.
That's
I mean, it is
awesome.
clearly undead, but it is a haunt, which means that there is a limited number of ways to actually interact with it. There are specific things that you can do to dismiss a haunt, but with your roll, you are unable to identify
Yeah.
what you would need to do. You're unsure about the characteristics of this haunt.
I was thinking we could use our holy water, but I believe this is a haunt. So if we just let it be, I don't think it'll hurt us if we get out of it. Kashak, let me give you a hand. And after the crickets, okay, yikes.
I laughed. I laughed.
Like
Thank you,
expecting you to say like, I'm gonna take an aid in case these things do this thing, but and I caught on. Yeah.
Oski stands there for 2 actions. He'll raise his shield, and then prepares an aid action in case Kashak jumps over him and I need to help him land or something. I don't know.
Anybody have haunt lore? Anybody?
No, Oski said, yeah, I believe it's a haunt. I think I already said that though, yeah.
Twinkles, you're up.
That's my turn.
I would like to follow Oski up with another religion check to see if I can discern anything further about this haunt.
Please do.
Ooh! 25.
25.
That's good. There we go.
Are you using? Are you
Religion.
trained in religion?
I am trained in religion.
Okay. Okay. Good. So while you yourself don't have the necessary experience in religion, you feel like somebody who is an expert in religion could attempt to exorcise the haunt. You also get the sense that you might be able to scare the haunts away for a less permanent solution.
What kind of exercise do they prefer to do? I mean, they're mostly hands.
They,
so we're
like-
talking bicep curls.
Yeah,
we're talking
probably curls.
benches or what?
Oh, those like shake weights?
Yep, shake weights.
Yeah.
There you go. Are they into rock climbing at all? They are hands. They can do that. Or-
Oski dies. Oski dies on the spot.
Kashak.
Still my second. No, it's still my turn.
Oh, I was
Still
just
my
gonna
turn?
deal him damage for that, but no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I shout out. Is anybody like good at exercising? But not like the physical kind, like the spiritual kind.
No, just the physical kind.
I can maybe scare things. Is that helpful at all?
That might be helpful. It just wouldn't be permanent, I think.
So, to put it in mechanical terms, you could attempt to exercise if you are a master in religion.
Oh,
You could attempt to
Right.
temporarily scare them away if you are an expert in intimidation. But that is, again, a less permanent and slightly more difficult solution.
yeah. If you think you could be like really scary, or if you're like super duper pious, I think we can get rid of this thing either permanently or semi-permanently.
There are also
If you
spells that
either
will do
love
things.
God or you're super scary, let's do this.
Porque no los-
You have 2 more actions, correct, Omega?
Yes, I do. Shoot. I'm just gonna like try to run across
Okay.
to the doors.
Roll me a reflex save.
Okay.
Okay.
Gosh. 29.
You are slowed 1, but that won't affect you until the beginning of your next round. So you have 1 more action.
Isn't that a critical success? Because you have evasion?
Oh yeah, I do have evasion.
You are unaffected.
Thank you.
Nice.
Hold on. I'll open these doors.
Oh,
What? You have 2 more actions. Okay.
1 more action. So this is her
The
final
movement
action with
is the final action.
I'll
Oh,
open-
this is the final action. Yeah.
Or
Um,
yeah.
it would be your final action to interact, open the doors.
Never mind. I'll
Okay.
I'll do a little performance. I'll get some panache real quick.
We always like Panake.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. It's gonna be a 28 against someone's DC.
Does
You
Panache
have-
require you to be in combat?
Encounter mode, no?
And I'm not
That's what I'm
sure
wondering.
about. Yeah,
I'm just wondering if it's encounter mode or if it is combat specific.
that's a good question.
Does
Uh,
Pathfinder, does second edition make the distinction?
I don't know.
I don't think it makes a
I don't think it
distinction.
does.
I'm purely just asking.
That's what I think my answer is, though, is that I don't think there is such a difference in this edition of the game.
Every day we learn something new about Swashbuckler.
It is a complicated class.
Actually, you can just be in Panache anytime.
when an encounter ends, you lose panache.
So, normally you gain and use Panache only in combat
In
encounters.
combat encounters.
When encounters end, you lose Panache.
They do make the distinction. It's so interesting. Okay.
Oh, do they really?
So,
I'm trying to find it.
uh,
How is this not a combat encounter?
because you don't do combat with haunts. They're a hazard, not a combat
Rat
encounter.
hazard. Yeah.
It is a separate type of encounter. However,
Interesting.
for this, since it is speed and damage based, I will let you gain Panache.
Thank you. That's the end of my turn.
What did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a
28.
28.
Okay, yeah, that beats somebody's.
That beats my ability too. Yeah.
That beats.
Yeah.
Somebody can see you, and that beats one of their DCs. Very good.
Thank you. That's the end of my turn.
Kashak, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You are no longer slowed.
I'm no longer slowed at all.
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to get out of the haunt.
Okay. As soon as you begin to move, it's going to use its reaction to attempt to tie you up. Go ahead and roll me a reflex save. So let's say you get to
That
this
would've been
square,
that
and,
one, yep.
and it uses its reaction.
29.
Come on. So you were slowed one, but that will not affect you until.
No, because he
beginning
has
of your next turn.
evasion.
5 evasion.
Cool. So nothing happens.
Cool. I get to hear My bow is drawn. Is the haunt still going?
Yeah, now that it is active, you can see the arms wiggling and waving around. Absolutely.
I don't want to open the door if we can't get our people across the thing.
Oh, don't worry, I have a plan.
I'm gonna ready an action
Is it as
to
good as
open.
Jack's plan?
I'm gonna ready an action to open the door if the haunt disappears and we can cross the hallway safely.
Sure, absolutely. Ready action to open door. Yeah, absolutely. So that's your second and third action?
Yes.
Okay. Bastard, you are up.
Big Bastro Man.
Faster.
Oh, faster. Got you. You cut out. I will delay my turn.
Okay. Oski.
Oski is going to. Is it technically demoralize? I want to intimidate it. I want to do an intimidation roll against the haunt.
Are you at least an expert in intimidate?
Oh baby, I'm a master in intimidation, and I've got
Ooh.
intimidating prowess. So if they have any way of seeing my physical presence, then it's even better.
So what are you attempting to do?
Garrett,
How?
he's gonna say, eczema, paper cuts, and no moisturizer. I don't know. How the heck do you scare hands?
That's what I'm asking you.
You pull out 17 pairs of gloves. You say, all right.
You have
Put 'em up.
right?
Just handcuffs.
Oh, none of
handcuffs
you
as far as
have
the eye can see.
technologies.
Manacles, yeah, just manacles. I mean, yeah, he's gonna. I mean,
Do that trick with your thumb where it looks like it's like flipping. This will be you.
Just do this, dude. Make him freak out a little bit.
he's gonna like put out his own hands and like start beating up his own hands and just shouting. I don't know.
This is for you if you stick around.
Yeah.
Okay, roll
No.
intimidate.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. That'll play. Has a 37.
Oh.
Oski starts slapping and punching his own hands.
I did say what I said at the start. Also, no moisturizer.
Expounding on the fact that moisturizer no longer exists in the greater Absalom area. And the hands begin to slowly recede into the floors and walls. And the haunt is, at least for now, gone.
What are we doing tonight? Oski starts walking across.
Activating and mishandling every trap and hazard possible.
Mishandling?
Mishandling.
I think there was a
Mishandling?
ready action that goes off also.
Technically, my ready action would trigger, and he would do it. We're moving, and my corpse sword pendant is live. Like we're ready to go. Let's do it.
Yep.
Alright, let me just get a sweet polygon reveal roll.
Give me that poly, baby.
That good polygon.
Give me the poly.
So we can mess up something else in this next.
Yeah,
one.
give me some more hazards to screw around with.
We've not done well tonight, y'all.
Speak for yourself. I've been doing great.
Actually, yeah, it's really Twinkle Toes hasn't triggered anything. That's because she's a hero of Absalom.
That's
Well,
because she
this is well
exits the
established, yes.
situations that she knows she's not capable of handling.
Oh, this is a fatty polygon reveal. I'm telling you right now.
All I'm saying is, I think that if Oski sticks around for getting rid of this, murder cult thing that we're dealing with, I think it's time for Oski to be a member of Heroes of Absalom. I'm just saying.
So, I think it's about time. I mean, it's not my decision, it's Twinkle Toes's, so,
Alright.
Time will tell.
Okay. Alright, okay. You all look into this room as Kashak opens the double doors, seeing that the haunt is gone. You see that there's a hallway which appears to form a ring around another central room. There appears to be a hallway somewhere to your, what is that, west, off to the left side there. And right about now, that's really all you can see.
Nobody move. Perception check is a 33.
33? Is that your final answer?
No. 37 is my final answer.
Wait, is it 33 or 37?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I actually would.
40. Take it or leave it.
I'm gonna make you roll 20 dice if you don't cut this shit.
16 plus 16 on the die plus 17 is 33.
33, okay. Don't mind.
I figure there's enough time during that perception check for Sheethra to catch up to the boys.
And Twinkle Toes.
I'd be trampling Bastra on Oski if she was trying to catch up to me.
Yeah. No, that'll do it.
See the next trap.
That'll do it. You don't see a trap,
Thank God.
but you
See multiple
do
traps.
see
Multiple.
on the walls,
You've
Or,
actually
excuse
turned
me.
into a trap yourself.
on the ceilings,
Ceilings.
on either side of this central room, so in the like circular hallway, on the ceilings you see what look to be just, and this is very hard to tell because it just looks like at first the ceiling's just kind of like wet. There's just like this sheen to the stone, but you begin to realize that the stone itself on the ceilings is like darker in these two areas, and you just see very minute, just like undulation
Ellie.
Oh, don't like
in the
that.
ceilings.
Nope. Don't
Rooftop-
like that.
Rooftop water damage, probably from a leak in the ceiling. Gonna have to
That could be very dangerous. It's bad. Homeowners insurance doesn't cover that.
You're gonna have to get a special contractor out to do the evaluation. It's gonna be weeks before you can get that repaired. That's gonna be a mess for whoever takes care of the property here. Or it's oozes. We should be careful.
I think it's the latter. Should we go back the other way?
We didn't finish going the other way. But if there's like all this stuff stopping us here, you know, like
Yeah, it feels like this is where it gets good.
let's do it. Yeah, I think I can maybe hit one with an arrow if you give me permission, everyone.
Sure, I'll
That's-
try.
Do it.
Does it seem to be a creature that I could hunt?
Do you want to roll a nature check?
I'll also roll
You
recall
have no
knowledge.
idea what it is.
Anything other than nature we could roll?
Let me just double check that.
I will hear a point of 4.
Sorry, it's occultism.
It is occultism. I can't
Yeah,
roll
so you
nature.
have no idea.
Okay, cool. I will not hear a point of them.
21.
I will-
Occultism
Yeah,
untrained.
I'll occultism.
It looks like
Oh,
water.
natty 17 for a 28.
I
occultism.
also got a natty 17, but I got a 29.
Okay. All right.
So,
Get wrecked, son.
both Oski and Bastro, you realize that these are in fact creatures. They are black puddings, which are a type
That
of
sounds
yummy.
ooze.
That sounds really bad.
Oh no.
They are
Um,
often found below ground and tend to scour caves for objects to dissolve with their corrosive secretions.
That's really bad.
The caustic acid is particularly dangerous to creatures that attack a pudding, and it can quickly damage and destroy gear. I'll give you guys 2 pieces of information since you rolled 2 successful checks.
How perceptive are they?
Did you roll a successful check?
I rolled a 21.
Oski and Basser are the only 2 that recognize. But if that's one of the questions you guys want to ask.
Weaknesses, I think is good.
Could
Or
we
maybe-
sneak past them as
Or
well?
maybe resistances.
One or both.
Well, hold on. Do we want to have a little town hall about this really quick? Yeah, let's discuss. Do we want to ask questions about like whether we can like get around them, or do we want to ask like combat-based questions?
If we're kind of got a metagame here, there's no way we get around them.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way we sneak past
for
them.
a reason. Like you're not
Exactly. I think if we step in there, we're fighting them. That's what I think.
But we have the drop on them here, so if we're not
Exactly.
if we're not going to fight them, we should just close the door and go the other way. But if we are going to fight
I
them,
agree.
we know what they do.
I
So-
agree.
Weaknesses is a good idea. I have a feeling that fireball necklace might come in handy in this. moment.
Actually, that's very true. So weaknesses, and I mean, do we want to know? I think we can all kind of assume the special ability, at least one that it has. Do we want to know specifics about that, or ask about other like stats or something?
Maybe like resistances, or maybe lowest save, highest save. I don't know.
Whatever you guys want. Doesn't matter to me.
Resistances could be good, just because.
But resistance
That's-
is good because if it's resistant to either piercing or precision, we shouldn't fight these things because you guys don't
Yeah.
want to get close.
So.
Okay, yeah.
So weakness and resistance.
I agree
I
on
feel
that.
good about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the 2 things: weaknesses and
Resistances.
resistances.
Any resistances? Yeah.
What's it good against and what's it bad against?
So it doesn't have any weaknesses. So that's 1.
Nice.
Immunities.
But I will give you immunities for the second one. Acid, critical hits, mental, piercing, slashing, unconscious, visual.
It's immune to precision
Correct.
or piercing.
Piercing and slashing.
Immune to acid, critical hits, mental, piercing, precision, slashing, unconscious, visual.
Okay,
Bro,
we
let's
can't-
get out of here. No.
Yeah. Kashak is useless. Yeah. Yikes.
We closed the
Yeah,
doors.
let's
and
talk and then just like shut.
Yeah, and Twinkle Toes too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down with that.
we closed the doors.
Yikes. Yeah, that we are not fit to fight these things right now. I can shield bash it to death, but it's then just going to eat my shield.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
It's
Do we know
so
what's going on
worth
down
it.
this hallway? Do we? I went
That's
down
what I
here a
thought.
little bit, but
Let's try.
That's where those monsters were, but
No, the monsters are here.
oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
let's turn around, walk quickly
Look
past
around.
the hands section, and then turn around this hallway. Oski will take a peek with his dark vision.
I have my torch. I'm gonna look down for traps.
Yeah, I'll roll for traps as well.
So you have 60 dark vision.
Yes, 60
I-
dark vision.
And I'm holding my torch.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 1 perception.
Yes, I
13
rolled-
for traps.
I rolled an 18 on the die for a 31.
Oh,
Weird.
baby.
Traps.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody can see up to there. It's gonna. It looks like it's gonna take a second to update. And then there we go. So you see that going down the hallway there. And then this appears to go just kind of out into open space into the crater to your left there.
We don't see any creatures down there from where we are.
No. So that
Yeah.
that isn't like down into the cave where you saw those creatures before. This is like out into the pit that is around the
The Starstone. Oh,
The
it's a different
Starstone.
structure.
Wow, yeah.
around the
Okay.
Starstone Cathedral.
That's actually safer for us to walk past. So Kashak, I think, will pretty freely walk.
Wait, so I didn't see any traps?
Well, I
with
was
my
just
31?
about to ask, what was your perception check
alright.
on that?
31.
31. As far as you're aware, there are no traps in the hallway.
I feel pretty confident that there are no traps.
Not trust
And
your
I'm not
eyes.
just saying it that this time.
So Kashak's gonna walk out into the hall. He would like to go first because of his corpse sword pendant, just because he can.
Oh, yeah,
protect
okay.
it. Will, that's 10 minutes. Let me know how you feel about that.
It's been like 5 minutes at this point.
All right, cool. I want to take a peek down the left side here and then try to approach the door if I don't see anything in immediate danger.
Okay. You said out the left side?
I want to take a look on the left hallway, kind of peek my head around there, and then try to go to the door if I don't see anything.
Really, all you're getting, because it is dark outside now, and so you really only have the vision from the torch, and you just look out, and it's that gray-blue mist. Once you get to a certain distance, it's just
Sorry, I wasn't being
mist.
clear. This,
Oh,
that.
into the hallway,
Hallway.
not the crater.
Yeah, I don't care about the crater. I
Oh, well, I care about the crater.
I thought you were being clear, Jack.
that's my bad.
Yeah, there's a difference between him being clear and me being an idiot, so. Here we go. That is also incorrect. Pay no mind. Wait, you don't see that? You do see that.
Yeah. It just continues up to the north.
Oh, I feel like that's going to do something bad. Yeah, that is going to do something bad. Sorry, 1 second. Layer that. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Are you looking up? Let's see what you can see here. Yeah, I mean, you get from where you are right now. You get that the hallway keeps going north.
Nothing's going to try to kill me if I step up 15 feet to the door, it seems. So he will do so. And then he
Okay.
will. And then he'll look at the door for. Actually, listen to the door first.
Roll perception.
19.
19.
And then he'll check for traps, which is a 24.
You hear nothing on the other side. As far as you can tell, it is not trapped.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
It's locked. Okay. We don't have any keys.
I can
Oski
try
doesn't.
to. I'll try to pick the lock.
Get in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna step behind her, and actually, no, I'll stay there.
First, I want to check this lock for traps.
Okay, roll perception for me.
26.
26. Does not appear to be trapped.
Now I will try to pick it.
How many lockpicks do you have?
How many lockpicks do I have?
How many locks could a lockpick pick if a lockpick had 7 locks?
This is how you know we're getting into higher level play. It's here. Level 8, I'm telling you.
We're counting lockpicks now?
At level 8 is the
So-
first level of true higher level play, I
You
think.
need thieves' tools to pick locks or disable device using thievery. If your thieves' tools are broken, you can repair them by replacing the lockpicks with replacement picks appropriate to your tools. I only ask because a critical failure on picking a
break
lock is breaking your picks. Just want to make sure we are aware of how many picks you have before we get this going.
I do not have any replacement picks on me.
Okay.
Okay.
So please, go ahead and roll me a thievery check.
That's gonna be a dirty 30.
That is a success. So you
Ooh.
insert the picks and you begin to jimmy your way around the lock and you hear one tumbler click into place.
Oh, it's a multi-tumbler one.
It is not unlocked yet. You need to keep going.
Get
I
back,
will
Good,
keep
good,
going.
good thing you're an acrobatic and you're good at tumbling.
get back in there. So
It's a good-
nice.
Can I get inspiration from that? Oh my goodness. He said nothing, so I'm assuming that's a no. Okay.
So inspiration in this game. Get your 5e out of
31.
here.
The door clicks open.
Oh my god.
16 and a 17 on the die.
More treasure.
More traps.
Deliver more traps to me.
Oh no, a staircase.
Oh my
no.
god.
You see
Oh,
a spiraling
no.
staircase that goes
Oh no.
down.
Oh,
Ah!
that's worse. That's worse. That's
putting
worse.
her up.
I know that's bad. Going down is bad.
Do we go down? Just
It goes
see?
to the pit, right?
You have
Go
to.
to the pit.
I kind of wanna. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of
What's,
wanna.
what's around the corner? Can Bastard's gonna peek his head
Yeah,
around
just
the corner?
maybe just peek. Let's just peek.
Roll perception.
Take a
real
little
quick.
peeksies.
You have dark vision,
Oh,
right, Astro?
yes, I do. That's a
Good,
natty
okay.
19. That's 29.
And that's where you're going?
Yeah, right there on the corner. I'm not going all the way around the corner, just peeking my head around.
Well, if you're
Yeah.
peeking your head around, you are getting sight from the square to your left. I would take a step to the square to your left.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What square should I be in? This one or this one?
Well, if you're getting vision from this square, you should be in this square. No, like
That's not
if-
how
if-
we've been doing it in the past. There's an argument to be made for that, but that's not how we've been doing it. I've peeked around.
Okay,
corners
okay,
from
okay.
all sides,
Yeah, okay.
a few times before.
Oh, perfect. If you can be there, then that's great.
And what'd you roll in your perception?
29.
29? Okay. You just see rubble
Oh.
at the end of the hallway.
Yo, let's go down these stairs. Let's go down these stairs.
Just,
29. Okay.
Zoom out for the viewing audience here. So, just to kind of recap where we've been in this.
Well, and we've seen more than what we can currently see, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this was the original entrance that you came in, all the way down here to the left. You came up to the statue here with the holy symbols of Eridan. You went up here. This was like that lookout into the crater that you originally saw. This is where, all the way to the east, you came in from
The second time.
the laboratory, and you went up down these like sloped stairs here to get to the secret door that led into the fountain room.
Secret tunnel.
And you got way further up north,
Mhm.
and the second under level. But now this is, outside of whatever is behind these double doors here that you decided you didn't want to mess with. We're going into some uncharted territory here. You want to go down?
Charterino. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I think we do want to go down.
I just want to look, because if we get to just like the cavern we were already in, that's fine. We can move on. We can just go the safe way we know. But if it's new stuff, check it out.
Picked 2 tumblered lock. I picked a 2 Anyway, I passed 2 trickery checks, thievery checks to get through this door. We're going down.
Kashak will hopefully Twinkleton's stroke resolves itself, and he doesn't need to be needed for that, and he'll step into the hallway and go down the stairs.
Can non-magical lizards walk downstairs?
Ha! Good meme.
Lol.
He
I don't
climbs
know.
down the walls of the stairs.
I don't.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It was a very specific dig.
Can Sheethra fit in the staircase? She's not 10 feet long, like wide. She's like 5 feet wide.
She's
If
long.
if a horse can fit in here,
Well, nobody said the horse went into this room.
a horse is going down this hallway at 4 miles an hour. It's 5 feet wide. A lizard is also going down this hallway at 5 miles.
She would
an
have to
hour,
squeeze.
3 feet wide.
She would have to squeeze. Which would significantly slow her down, if that's what you wanted to do.
Well, Kashak's gonna also stealth, so that's gonna reduce his speed also. So we're gonna be taking this like a decent
Right, but it's a
slow
difference
crawl.
between going half speed and going potentially potentially 5 feet a minute down. Like she would have to.
5 feet a minute. That's not moving.
5
That's
feet
like-
around. You being-
So squeezing for Pathfinder, you can tort yourself to squeeze through a space so small you can barely fit through. This action is for exceptionally small spaces, but this is a descending spiral staircase for a rather large lizard.
What's the speed?
On a success, you you squeeze through 1 minute per 5 feet.
Yeah, it's very restrictive.
This game sucks. Sheether's gonna stand here and watch and stand guard.
Pathfinder has never liked animal companions, Jack. You should know this.
It's just like, give me other ranger feats then. I don't know. Give me anything else to pick. Let's leave Sheether behind and we'll go. We'll just check it out. We'll take a little peek-see.
It's true.
That's
Kashak
why you
is-
got a boa constrictor companion, because they can slither.
Or the hostiling armor that Farah had.
It's true.
Wonder if they have that in second edition.
Yeah, Kashak was at a Pokeball and
Or, you know, a caster who could cast Reduce Person. You know.
Couldn't
I think
work
there's
on
a
that.
spell actually that's like there's a low level spell I think that lets you like it's like a pocket dimension for something like that.
What if we put Sheethra in the bag of holding?
Kashak, you would know, or you would think, that if you were able to find a way to get that drawbridge down, you could easily get Sheether back and forth through that second layer.
drawbridge.
The portcullis, excuse me. Because it seemed like the hallway of the upper level connected under where you fought the undead Ophalf.
I'm not seeing it, but I'll take your word for it.
It's not on the map right now.
I'm not in my mind. I'm not seeing it, but I'll take your word for it. So I'll open the portcullis. Sheether is less restricted.
Yes.
Okay, let's go down the stairs. I can roll a stealth check for you.
Only if you
Follow
want to
the leader. Follow the expert.
Yeah, do we want to do quiet allies here?
Yeah, really quick, I just want to say to put on our scroll list, Pet Cache is a first level spell that any tradition can learn, and it's a pocket dimension for an animal companion. Maybe we want to invest in that at some point if we ever go scroll hunting. First level spell. Either Bastro or Oski can learn that, or can cast it from a scroll.
Good to know.
What is your sneak roll?
Are we,
And
if
are
we're
we doing quiet
following-
allies?
It would change it.
I would assume you would need to for Oski, yes. If
Yeah,
everybody wants
I
to be
don't
quiet,
remember how this works. Someone's going to have to tell me how this works. I don't remember.
If you guys consent to following the expert, and consent is important, we would roll at your bonus, but we would take a. I'm just trying to make sure.
Your proficiency level, or your proficiency.
Which is
plus-
0 plus 8 for you add your level to your proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained.
And
So-
then you get a +2 because you're an expert. So
Yes.
level plus
Plus
2 from bonus. Yeah.
So Oski, if you're at a +0 normally, we would roll this check at a +10.
We meaning everyone, or we
Everybody
meaning
gets the
you?
same roll.
I would roll one check at a +10.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely following the expert.
Okay. +10 check. I will hero point that natty 1 zonier. Yeah, there we go. 26.
26. Okay. And you descend.
Descend.
Very good.
Dun, 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 dun,
You're
dun.
working your way down these stone steps. It is a fairly bland staircase. I mean, it seems almost like a service corridor, or at least it was at one point, because it is unlike most of the area that you've seen where the walls have been at least, like, you know, somewhat decorated in an Aerodonite style. These walls are just blank. There were sconces for stone, for torches.
Light.
Excuse me.
Torches.
But the torches have rotted away, presumably. But very plain, very unadorned. That spirals down for about 40, 50 feet, 60 feet maybe. It's hard to tell. Because it is a contiguous spiral. So you just keep going around and around and around as you descend. And eventually the wall of the staircase breaks away and just enters into kind of a tunnel. I'll show you what that looks like here. you'd be able to bop, bop. Polygon reveals on this have to be just so crisp. That makes sense. So you look
Oh, okay.
out each side of the tunnel, and I'm going to give you a little bit more, but again, the layers on this map are just obscene.
Oh, so there's left and right we see?
Correct. And it'll make more sense now.
Got it. Okay.
So, that's about what you can see as you look out and around.
Do we think if we go right, we'll connect with anything we were previously at? Because the area we were exploring was to the right of where we currently are, and it was down. I mean, do we think it'll connect or no? I don't know the heights like where we're at,
I
but
have no idea.
yeah, I have no idea.
You can always try.
I'm just like so dizzy with this dungeon with the
Wait,
covered
wait.
fire and where we were.
that. Remember that corpse pit we found? That Bastro torched all the bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those monsters we saw in that pit? That's like right around the corner from us?
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know.
Could this be the road between that corpse pit and the monster pit and they're feeding off those corpses?
Let's find out. Let's go to the right.
We were kind of on that road. That from the fountain to the left and the way we went up, that's how those monsters would have taken to the corpses. This might connect to that pathway, but we'll find out.
Oh my god. I'm
So
scared.
where are you going?
My point is that wouldn't be uncharted territory for us. Do we want to go to the map left or the map right? Which way do we want to go?
I say we go map right and see if we find anything we've seen before, and then if we do, we turn around. Twinkletoes, what do you think?
I agree. Let's go to the east.
All right. Kashak, show me where you're going.
Yeah, he's chugging along here. If he has the torch, he'll try to perception check either from here or the next square just to look at
Next
down the rest
square
of
to
the hallway.
really get around the corner there, yeah.
Peeking down the hallway.
And what's your total on that?
I gotta roll it, but it's a 26.
No dark vision?
I'm
There's
holding
a
the
torch
torch.
behind me, but
Right,
no dark vision.
that's why I'm asking.
But no dark vision. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, that'd be about here. You do not see any signs of danger, any hostility. As the tunnel continues, then begins to open up, and you hear the sound of slowly running water ahead of you.
This looks like that little alcove.
I agree, but let's confirm that and then turn around if it is.
Yeah, he'll keep walking down underneath this walkway here until he can see a little bit more.
And as you continue, it does in fact open to a very familiar chamber.
Cool. Okay, we've connected.
This is where the fountain is. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And you see the partial figure of the elven girl, Delia, just kind of waving and wagging her feet as she sits on the edge of the fountain.
Hi, Delia. We're still working on your stuff, but we'll come back for you when we have somewhere to report on.
That's okay. I'm just hanging out waiting for my dad to get back.
Yep. Aren't we all? And he turns around. Let's go back.
Uncle Toes just stands there in shock like that. He just said that.
Aren't we all? Oof.
I'll perception down that hallway if you want me to.
A tear
Yes, please.
trickles down from underneath her mask.
Yeah,
30.
you said that right behind the person who doesn't
Whose
know.
parents we know are missing.
Hey man, you don't know what's going on with Kashak's parents. He might have some messed up stuff. Maybe he doesn't even know who hatched him from his egg.
I'm saying you do know that Twinkle Toes has some parental issues currently going on.
I mean, this girl's clearly got some parental issues too. Not to compare trauma, but like, you know, she's dead.
Fair enough. What'd you get on that?
33.
33. So, You look out, and it appears that the cavern, like, comes to a T intersection, where it wiggles along a little bit and then hits a dead end ahead. If you like, you cannot go any farther west,
This is
but the
nothing,
cavern
yeah.
opens up to the north and south. On top of that,
Ooh,
what did you roll? What was your total?
33.
33? Yeah, that's high enough. You hear, and you're unable to make out the words specifically, but you can tell that it's in common.
Okay.
It's one of those deals where it's like you can't make out every word, but it's clear that like it's in common.
Mm-hmm.
You hear muttering.
Mm.
You hear muttering coming from the northern passage. Just like under the breath, muttering.
Are
Maybe
there
angry or annoyed?
are there tracks? Can I roll survival?
Yeah, roll survival.
18.
You don't see any tracks here.
No tracks. Okay.
You don't see any tracks here.
He will. He can hear muttering.
Mhm.
He's going to hunt prey.
Okay.
You designate a single creature as your prey and focus your attacks. You must be able to see or hear the prey. Since he's going to
Sure.
hunt the mutterer, and he will start to walk down the hallway. He'll turn to his friends and say, "I hear a muttering voice. Seems to be in common, but can't quite make out what they're saying."
Pass the torch up to Bastro for him to hand to Oski while I run through their legs so that I don't set their crotches on fire as I go and sneak up to the front behind Kashak.
Can I hear which direction it's coming from? North or south?
The northern side.
The northern side. Okay, so he'll come all the way over to here. Can you see any more to the south?
I'm waiting for the person with the torch to update their position.
It's TT, no?
Oh, did you take the torch back to those?
Yeah,
Okay.
Strictly logistics to not light any
yeah, I was just
cloaks or
having.
skirts on fire.
No crotches were lit on fire. In the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard the handoff. I didn't hear the retrieval.
To pass to Oski to pass back to me once I am safely through their legs without any fire crotches being created in the process.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's about where it would get. With that.
I imagine it drops off into the cavern.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, you look to the south,
Whoa.
and it
no
appears there is like
way.
a bridge that goes across two sections of cavern. It's like a natural stone bridge that goes across two platforms, in between two platforms, but otherwise it drops off on either side.
Is the next book of the adventure just us attempting the test of the Starstone?
9th level Starstone
Ninth
test?
level
Let's go!
Starstone test?
You can't really see much more to the north from where you're at.
Yeah, he's concerned a little bit about stepping out into, like, for purposes of this square, because he's worried he's going to be spotted.
Just connect that up, because it doesn't matter.
I can't do anything else, though. So he's going to step to here and try to look around, try to see. He's really just trying to peek around this like little peninsula, this little hump, and then see into the room above. But that's the only real square that makes sense.
So you do see dim light that is emanating from up in this direction. You can't see where I pinged. From up here. You do see that there is dim light emanating from out there. You get a little bit more on the angles there, so probably more like that. And then you can tell that this goes out like that.
He will have his bow drawn, of course, and he'll kind of show it to his party members to be like, "We need to be ready to go here."
Draw my spell guard blade.
He'll come.
Oski will be in exploration mode, doing the like defend action with his shield up.
And we can see that there's dim light ahead.
Right now, Kashak is the only one who can see that. But
Nice.
Kashak, as you're getting closer, you just hear, Did they ditch me? Did they leave me? I gotta get out of here. Gotta figure out how to get out of here. Why did Mobana leave? Did she get caught? Did she get hurt? Is she in trouble? What's going on? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I wait? Should I go? And that is where we're going to end it.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
tonight.
Mobana was the name?
That was the name that Kashak heard, yes. So, thank you all so much for joining us.
All right.
We'll be back next week with the second and hopefully final part of our Mark of the Mantis playthrough. And then schedule's going to get a little weird after that. Two of us are moving very soon, so we'll play it by ear. But thank you all so much for joining us. Come back and join us next week for the conclusion of Mark of the Mantis. So much fun, so much looking forward to that, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in!